Gherkin.
Broof. Handsome. How very, very handsome. But the point is, you guys beat up a dragon, beat up a bunch of giants, scared off a big man, and they captured a guy alive and beat up his buddy. You want to take him back to the elves?
Yeah.
But there were no elves. They were all fucking furries.
Yeah, good enough for us.
Theory, theory.
To be elves are just furries pretending to be people, because those long ears, wink wink nudge nudge, allegory, or something.
Furries,
It all
bees,
comes back around.
elves, it's all the same shit.
I mean, you already
Okay.
have a furry and a scaly
What?
on the team, so
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Don't you call me a furry?
don't
I'm not-
answer when I call you a furry.
Here's some shaving cream if you'd like to change that.
Smooth.
I'm your Venus.
Be buttery. Look at that dancing kid. He's rocking
Here's
it.
some shaving butter.
Shaving butter? Put on a good old slather of shaving milk.
Oh wow.
Shaving
Shell-
cheese. I shave myself with Parmesan.
This cheddar is so sharp you can
Well,
shave
to
with
be-
it.
To be honest, it's all just shaving lube. When you put it in perspective.
Oh, heck.
Is a safety razor then protection or a toy?
Both.
Well, that got derailed.
Both. Anyway,
Both.
kids. What do you want to do as you sit inside of a dark, dank place? Prisoner interrogated at hand.
Well, we were going to leave. We
Handsome.
signaled the Griffin people, and they were coming to pick us and our captive up.
You want to take him back to the village yonderly. Star-sung hill. With its large metal spires.
Those look climbable.
Large metal spires and many tents around and in between. Take him back to the hall. But he'll have to wait until morning. And so when the morning comes, when the day finally rises. Sniff, sniff, snoof, snoof.
Hello.
It is then that things pick up a pace, as it were.
Oh,
It is the morning. Who was around the local village again? Let me pull up my thing. My boober. Really? Really? Thanks, me. That's part why I slap my hands together, but I won't because it comes off very poorly on the microphone.
such as life.
Oi!
I did it anyway.
Consider that
Good slapping.
Consider that a crime. Oh, forgot to pull up my GM screen.
Nicely slapped.
In this fine local village, you are going to talk to the lovely lady, or no, they're their allies, because they're nice people. They like you. You talk to good old Celeria, Starsinger. Who would like to know how everything went. Sounds like everything went more than fine.
It went well.
Yeah,
We went to a
brought
dungeon?
you to Vermlord.
We went to a dungeon and all we got was this shitty prisoner.
Then it appears that we have vastly overestimated our enemy. Or else this would have been a far more complicated task. To be completely honest, we were expecting you to perish and provide a useful distraction. But since you have solved the problem,
Thanks.
I see that we have no reason to worry about this impending invasion.
Well, there's a pretty big difference between dealing with, I don't know, a dozen guys and 3,000 bloodthirsty soldiers. So I think we could still like some help if you have
If what
any
you say is
thought.
true, then they'll be marching upon Brindle, and then presumably be either holding Brindle or moving on towards greener pastures. They certainly will not be coming for a relatively minor village located in a swampland where we have significant advantages.
They seek to spread chaos. They're gonna destroy everything. There is nothing stopping them.
That is a very big thing to say for 4 random strangers who show up out of nowhere and happen to conveniently defeat a well-fortified outpost. If anything, how am I to assume that you aren't here to lure us away specifically so that this place is more easily taken?
We just brought you a wormlord and killed a dragon.
How
Yeah.
fortuitous.
Doesn't this give us at least some props?
How fortuitous you would bring us a prisoner who could then be liberated when your army would arrive.
I don't think dragons are in the business of being killed for this kind of ruse.
Yeah, they kind of, live for a very long time, and death is a big deal.
At
Also,
this
we
point,
do literally have paperwork.
at this point, the
Like-
wormlord you're with does kind of speak up. See, I told you this plan wouldn't work.
He's undermining us.
He angles his head in such a way that you can see the smirk on his face, but everyone else can't because they're facing the part that isn't. He's got like one half of his face smirking at you.
Monastery, can you do a truce thing on him?
I mean, I certainly could, but last time that didn't exactly work for reasons unknown.
Hmm. Mhm.
It's worth a go at least.
Oh, definitely.
You deplow. You deplow.
Deploy.
Deplow. What the hell?
Basically, outline. We're not trying to lure you away from anything. We're in desperate need of help, and we're trying to accumulate as much forces as we can. You're welcome to decline, but it's an honest request.
And decline we shall. You seem more than capable of handling the situation yourself, as it stands.
Well, very well.
We owe you no particular debt of gratitude. You have done us no particular favors. We do not know you at all. You've shown up yesterday, and we found you near a body of one of our own. I'm sorry if I'm a little skeptical of your exact motivations and the need of the circumstances as they are, not having seen this hypothetical army myself in any capacity, beyond a small structure set up by a few rickety hobgoblins who think that they're mightier than anyone else.
Can I kill our prisoner?
That
In
would
front of
be
me.
I
kind
assume
of-
you handed the prisoner over, and they're like in their
Yeah.
hands, so it's like, nah.
It's up to them. That's their
Oh,
duty.
Hey, I mean, if you want to, at this point, no one's expecting it, so.
let me see my alignment just for a second.
Maybe don't.
They-
I don't think that's going to.
You can't use your
Improve
alignment as
the
an excuse for what your character wants to do, though. Your character does what they do. Period.
Do what they is.
They can be lawful good and still kill a man in chains who has been lawfully arrested because, fuck it, that's their personal boundary. Oh my goodness.
Trying to think. There's no bribing. There's no convincing.
I have two things I wish to do. Either kill him in front of them to be like, look, he's dead. Or to be like, really.
I don't know
But
how
that
well
will-
that will go down.
That will just look like you're, offing somebody who gave away our master plan or something.
Yeah, I think that's going to be more threatening than anything.
What would convince you? What would be enough?
Existentialism. Existentialism. Once your city will be burning and your people will be crying out for help, you will remember this moment. That also makes me sound
That's a
evil.
little
I'm
bit
not saying
mean.
that.
Let's
That's
slow
a bit
down a little.
mean. Would you at least prepare and send somebody to talk with our gang that actually got evacuated?
Yeah, like, if anything, like, speak to the people at Brindle. Like, we're not expecting you to march all the way down to like attack their army as they march. Just like, be prepared. They're going to be coming this direction, and maybe stop them from flanking or something.
Gets and scouts just
Uh,
don't be unprepared.
would me asking them for help be considered an outrageous request?
I mean, probably they met you yesterday.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
let's
that's
be
what I'm
clear.
asking.
You're random strangers who showed up out of nowhere, who showed up yesterday, who took care of a problem with the greatest of ease. Either these people are terrified of what you are and what you're capable of, or they think that you're a bunch of scammers trying to scam them. So, you know, I don't think
What
you can
would
make that request at all. They wouldn't honor it if you just try to smooth talk them into it at this point.
Yeah, I think they've made that choice. I think like
No words will change their mind, is what I'm gonna say.
what deeds though? Is there like a proof of trustworthiness that holds some sway in this society?
Perhaps that would have been a way, and perhaps that
Mm.
time has come and gone, and your inaction has allowed it to happen. I do not know. It is impossible
Oh
to
well.
say why I could have liked you and why I could not have liked you. Those are the ways of the world,
you're.
and those are the chances we miss.
I mean, your people asked us to deal with the dragon and deal with the dragon we have.
Yes.
I'd say our actions have helped.
Do you request a mercenary's payment then?
It wasn't
I
payment we
mean,
were looking for. It was
like only in you providing enough for your people to stay alive, that will be good pay.
say inaction, but we have clearly displayed actions.
That too.
I see. It has become clear to me that you truly do think in the way of the city dwellers then. I was hoping that perhaps since you were so daring as to come this far towards the marshlands, that perhaps you would be a bit different, but I do not think we can find common ground. I'm sorry.
Stay safe, bud. And if you ever find any more dragons that you're taking care of, I guess we can handle it if you're still around to ask.
Well, I'm sure as hell not coming back.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I mean, they're rude, but do they deserve to die? Probs not.
I
Well,
have
yeah,
to say
dwellers
I
are
have to say that's
horrible.
it's very nice of you to say that we're gonna fucking fail the siege of Brindle and allow these people to spread further. Like, good vote of confidence on yourself there, buddies.
But we know that Brindle's gonna fall probably.
I mean,
Is
There's
it
no
though?
way they
look
can
at it.
protect themselves.
We're a bunch of weenies.
If we don't get help from other people, yeah. That's at least what I think.
Well, it's up to you how things go ultimately.
Given that interaction, no doubt.
What if we just join the dragon cult?
Then this game is immediately over, and that's the end of the chapter.
And
Because technically speaking, then the bad
That's a
guys
bad
will win
idea.
by default, and there's no reason to keep going.
Yeah, because the only people trying to stop them just gave up.
Well, it's more like you're the upsetting of the balance here. The phylactery is one of those key elements that you're literally holding in your hands. So
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Yeah, let's not join the cult just yet.
let's not assume that joining the bad guys is the only option here. Additionally,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't know if the bad guys would even want you. Killing you is
Yeah.
the safer, immediate answer, if anything.
I have no intention of joining Tiamat.
They're gross and sticky.
Icky.
But all those heads
Ew.
though. But all those heads though.
But all those heads. Actually, let me see how Brindle will do, because, funnily enough, it is entirely possible that you fucking die, but all the stuff you've done has been so important that it helped anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, I do keep track of all your VP over here. You took care of another guy this time. Okay, that's another Okay. You maybe that. You did that, so that's another.
Mhm.
We got arrested, right? Or not yet?
Oh wait, you took care of that too. I forgot. You delivered the mercenary gold. You. Mm-hmm. Well, um, I mean, at this rate, things are not looking too bad.
Mm.
I mean, it ain't great, but
The
I guess
DM
we gotta move
laughing.
on and find different settlements
And we're not done yet.
for help.
Yeah, there's still stuff we can do.
So we need to prove ourselves to these people.
If we can't prove ourselves to them, we can like at least pass on
Kill them.
word for others to take a like to keep an
Yeah.
eye out. If there is a sudden influx of refugees from this direction, then you know what's up.
all
Is it
right,
smart to accept refugees, though?
Also,
all right, kids and cadets.
Not in.
What's the plan? Where are you going next? You're outside of the little town. Let me actually. I don't
Okay,
know why this isn't pinned, but I should pull it up.
let's see the map. Okay,
On the map.
so we are at rest right now, right?
Nope. You were brought back to the Star Song Hill, so you are a long way from the rest trail.
Yeah, this is
Song
the
Hill?
little village way off
hmm.
to the, I think, west.
West? That's not west.
That's West, Patrick.
Well,
So the only other marker on the map where we have it's not a bad idea is the one where the lich is, but that's also a bad idea probably, unless we were trying to align ourselves with the lich.
I don't want
Something
that.
tells me, something tells me Mani's allergies wouldn't act up on that.
Yeah, that's how I'm like.
The moral ones. Let's see.
As it stands, the Lich
Oh,
has no reason to stop providing his support because the best he knows is phylactery still in some naughty boy's hands.
mm,
Yeah, so at the very least we can negotiate because we have it.
yeah.
Is she gonna be okay with that though, monastery?
I mean, as monastery, I think so long as we can negotiate them to stop attacking like civilians and good people, like kind of turn them against the
You can kick his ass
bad
later,
guy. Yeah, we can
one at
turn
a time.
enemies against each other, and then they can beat the crap out of each other and kill both people who are they're worn out and tired. It's, it'd work.
Oh yeah.
It's strategy.
So
My
then,
enemy is soon to die after killing my other enemy.
so then we're going to the Thornwaste.
If we have time to get there, because that seems pretty far away from Brindle.
Can we go up and then get down? Is that a thing that happens here?
We it doesn't have Pac-Man wraparound. It's it's like other countries and shit off the map. Like we're gonna end
No,
up in fucking
you just
Like this is a very tiny planet. You can go straight around in 2 days.
go far enough north. We're gonna have to start playing fucking Wrath of the Righteous or some shit.
I mean,
You go north until it becomes south.
It was delicious, thank you, babe.
I mean, now that I think about the Wrath of the Righteous, this takes place in a very northern location.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
just-
end up in the what's it called? The thing where they're like on an ice thing and thing is killing them.
What?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a classic. That was the Arctic, right? And they made a remake with the little Pingu cartoon.
Oh,
Yeah. Anywho, so probably we'll have to take the long way.
Yeah.
how about we go check up on Brindle, and if everything is okay, we see how far the enemies have gotten. Like we go down this road. I can't draw. Wait, give me a second.
Mm.
We check out what's happening along this road,
If I'm
and
smart
then we just
enough,
continue
I can give
down
you I
here.
can give you a fun bit of advice. Lake
Yes.
Reston flows southward. So,
We can ship. We can ship.
do you have a boat?
Oh,
Can they go here?
we could
Can
Did
we?
it-
get one.
Can we make one?
You want to make a raft?
Can we buy one actually from these people? Can we buy a boat from these
Yeah.
people?
I mean, their giant owls kind of preclude the need for boats.
And they
Can
did
we buy-
mention that the lizard folk had boats.
Rafts.
Yeah. We can find some lizards.
No,
So I
let's
don't
let's
know
buy.
how good a little rickety lizard folk raft is going to be going down an entire river.
Would we also be able to speak their language?
They did offer us a mercenary's reward. What if we ask a delivery to Drellin's Ferry via birds?
You can reward us with an Amazon Prime subscription.
Yes, the
Plus,
delivery.
there's always the chance that we pass right by the army.
If you're on a fucking flying owl, you'll see them, dude. You're not gonna fly overhead and zoom in and suddenly they pop into existence by
Our render
Oh,
distance might not be high enough though.
Like,
Yeah.
would they
What are the
lend us
specs
an
on
owl?
the owl?
stupid short viewing distance. No,
They just start appearing.
you land in them and suddenly they start popping in around you. It's like, well,
Oh no!
I
Like we
mean,
Can
can
we
either
get
go
an
by
owl?
ship.
strictly speaking, we can ask. I mean, I'm sure that's not too much. It's not putting their people in danger.
they're willing
And
to
along the
deliver you,
way-
but they're not willing to give you their owls because these owls are kind of
Yeah.
important to what they do around here.
The owls can go
Yeah.
back. Just deliver us.
Yeah, we don't need to keep them. I mean,
Just wanna go on the
they're
Chupa Chew.
probably worth more than we have anyway.
Can you
And how
Uber
fast
us
are these
with your
owls?
owls?
Can they get like 80 miles
Let me just look up,
in a
Yes.
day?
remind myself how big a giant ass owl is gonna be.
Big.
A giant burt. 60 feet.
If it's horse-sized, it could carry 2 people for a
Yeah, but
shipment.
none of you know how to fly these things.
That's fair.
Yeah, but if
But
we sit
ju-
behind somebody who does,
If we tie ourselves to the owls,
even planes have 2 seats.
Even
I
planes.
don't think. I think some of us could, like Rock could with Theory, but Monastery with the plate armor, I don't think so.
Also, my experiences flying on Owlback have not been good so far.
Oh, well,
They need to make they need to make sky carriages.
They
Honestly,
dropped me last time. I nearly plunged to my death.
it's okay. Ants don't take fall damage.
That's if they're
Yeah,
small.
This one does.
Oh,
If
this
they're
plate meal
encased
became
in
the
a
death of
metal
my
ball.
hoobers. Well, they're
they're-
willing
if
to
they're-
offer you a trip to Drellin's Ferry, and then they're just gonna scoot on back.
okay.
That would work.
I mean, it's something.
It is something.
Well, what if Drellin's Ferry is overrun by enemies right now?
Well, then they'll park you like a short distance out of town, wish you the best of luck, and see ya.
And they will see the impending doom that's coming.
Very fair.
That's smart.
Oh my god, we can actually take a turn so they can see the army, right?
Yeah, they
Just,
will
like,
be able
fly
to see
them
the army
over.
then.
Fly over the army?
Make a detour.
Yeah. Like the same thing, just like with a bit more of a curve, so they can see the army and yeet back. Oh my god, we really did tell them, like, fuck around and find out. If
So,
we're
so that's the
saying
plan
the
you're gonna
truth.
go with. You're gonna convince them via what is effectively gunboat to diplomacy. You're showing them the gunboats.
Well, I mean, they're not
Our
not-
gunboats.
believing the word pictures we are painting for them, so
Yeah,
we
sure. I
might as
mean,
well-
hey, if you want to fly them, on a nice. It's just a scenic route.
Yeah, but like,
Um,
would they be able to see them if they went above?
I'm sure that if you flew overhead
Ross?
of a large army and they saw like a burning village in their wake, they'd be like, yeah, that's something.
yeah, and this doesn't really look like a music festival. Just not getting big Coachella
What
vibes
if
from
dragons
this.
attack us while we're flying?
I mean, we can probably
Then
just
I
have
guess
the,
we'll figure it out.
we can probably have the Uber drivers tell the speaker,
Fucking
like
Uber drivers.
what they what they see, so we don't have to go back with them.
They could be rich if they had Uber offices and owls throughout the whole town, throughout the whole map. They would be rich.
I love it. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the campaign, we'll have saved the world, getting interviewed. So what brought you to this point? And we will be able to say we took an Uber.
Okay,
We exploited the worker class for our benefits.
Oh.
Hey, it was a fair trade. They're dragon, they're Ubers. It's fine.
All right. Well, they're willing to
movers.
offer you a foursome of owls with their drivers to chef you over there,
I'll
Hell
force
yeah.
them.
over
Yes.
to Drell's
With
Ferry.
yeah, with an army detour.
Please don't drop me this time.
Can we tie monastery up to the bird?
So
Money,
let's be
money, dude.
100% clear.
Yeah.
When you're like, let's go to Drell's Ferry, they're like, okay, and then you're like an army detour. They're like, what? They're a little more concerned about this idea of flying overhead of an army for kicks.
I mean, we don't have to like
Can I use my
make ourselves into bait. We can just like come close enough so they can see it and eat away.
Is
Yeah,
this the
they don't have
situation
to
where I
get
can use my outrageous request? Shameless request.
Sure, go
Not
ahead.
every. I was gonna say not every situation
So I'm
needs
using
shape.
the DC is down.
I just want you to potentially risk getting hurt, and your owls, who I don't care about, despite you showing immense care for those creatures.
I can roll my diplomacy.
Yes, you can. You can definitely try and
Like-
smooth talk them.
I mean, look, your eyes probably have a longer range than any bow or projectile weapon, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Look
I
with
don't
your
know why
eyes.
it's so hard for me to find them. Well, you know what? They're on board with us. Sure. They'll fly overhead of this army and see what the deal is. There's a lot of
Cool.
their fingers making quotes in their sarcastic snarl.
Why are they so hostile to us? We didn't do anything.
Yeah, but people can
That's
just hate
probably
you
the
for no
problem.
reason.
They're actual elves. They are fucking elves, judgmental fucking elves, but furries. I would expect better for furries.
I expected them to at least have an orgy where I was standing.
Just-
I was drinking.
See, and that's how you kill a player, and not the character.
Death of the author, taken literally.
The author! More like death by the author.
Okay, let's
Honestly, yeah.
fly.
Let's fly, baby! Put the pedal to the metal, crank up the nitro, except probably make the dial crash immediately. Because, you know, it'll be high on nitrous oxide.
Crank
Let's see.
up the farts. Let's go.
Okay, so, Mr. Warfare, can you do me a quick warfare roll to see if you can triangulate where the army probably is? Because your detour can only be so long before these guys are like, okay, you're just making shit up.
Alright, I'll give it a go. Uh,
I mean, you're calculating like a pretty big army with a bunch of idiots who are like, I'm a big idiot. They're somewhere between Drellin Ferries and Terrelton if their looting didn't take too long. So Drellin's Ferry is
Ooh.
probably clear, just some stragglers.
Oh.
They're moving
Ooh.
fast. We need to be faster.
Yeah.
This, by the way, is not just where they are now, it's where they're going to be when you're there. Because you're intercepting, you're not moving, you
Yeah.
know. Flying over the Witchwood is great. Landing in the Witchwood every once in a while is not as great. Watching the entire tree line grow from an orange ocean into the orange sky is a little disorienting when you're not used to it. But in 2 days, with very little along the way, because you're in the sky, the most things up here know to not attack each other, because that's a great way to crash and die.
yeah.
Good logic.
It's hard to fight things when you're in the air.
It's hard to win a fight if you're in the air.
It's
You're-
like a dragon.
unless you have riders and mounts, your options are very limited in things that won't result in you getting killed.
One
It'd
question.
be like that.
Should we go to the Waterdeep here to get the dwarves? If there are any dwarves here, because I assume because there's dwarf road.
But what? What Waterdeep?
Westdeep. I'm so sorry. Westdeep.
That's very far away. And also, you'd have to go like either around or through the like. We'd either have to go through the Wormsmoke Mountains, which are terrible and bad and not good idea, or go all the
True.
way around, and by the time we get there, the army would have made it all the way to Brindle by then.
Okay,
Especially
okay.
if we try to
Bad
get
idea.
back.
Bad idea.
Also, the Uber order already got processed, so we'd have to pay extra.
Also, does anyone
Okay,
here have
okay.
training in nature?
Yeah, I do. I have in
Uh,
forest.
Yes, I have.
Can you please roll me nature because your horses are there with you. They are carried
Aw.
by the owls in their paws, in their hands, claws,
Oh
things,
no.
and they're honestly getting a little nervous at this whole situation.
A
That's
little.
weird.
Horses are anxiety.
Well, I'd
Well-
be anxiety too if I was made out of like
Fear and
Wait.
legs.
just yeah,
Fear
just
and
sinew and
legs.
legs. Nothing else.
Horses are made out of fear and legs.
They are.
If you breathe on one too hard, all of its bones break.
I mean, that really is how it works.
But if it hits you once, it can kill you.
Why am I?
It's called-
Probably end up killing
drinking?
itself while it's at it. But yes.
You managed to
Okay.
keep the horses under control for now,
Or not?
keeping them from going too wily highly.
If I daze them, would that help?
No.
Okay.
Just confuse them. That'll make them more scared.
You can't just go casting spells like that on an animal. I know it's non-lethal damage, but still, it's like whoa, makes them all dizzy. Dizzy.
That's me.
That's me.
Turns out the horses were
It's
dizzy in the
me.
skies. Eventually, however, your thing flies over Tarleton.
Hmm.
Does it smell? Does it smell bad?
I mean, the air disperses, but over years of production, there's that ambient smell high up in the air. And down below, on this beautiful... Let's actually see what the weather is, because you might have to fly in a little closer to get any good vision.
Oh.
Did you know that it's very
No
hard to
fog.
navigate in the air when you're just flying around at the speed of sound? I mean,
No
these guys are
fog, no
good,
fog.
but they're not that good. Rare.
They're doing their best.
It's warm. It's
We should get a dragon to ride. That's gonna be much easier.
It is a clear day, but it is kind of hot. Whew.
Ooh.
Not a lot of places to hide this high up in the sky, though. Under the beating sun, you see a large caravan of individuals. How long would a caravan of thousands of people be? I don't know. Probably pretty long. Probably not that you could see some of it. The pilots are curious what this is about because, I mean, from here it could be anything. It could just be some dudes having a nice walk. Maybe they're having a walk for life. A chain across America or something. I don't know.
Maybe they're
that's a
running
reference.
after Forrest Gump.
So these guys are curious to see exactly what they're looking at. Going down, down, down. Until they can get a good look at
In
the place.
or around.
Okay, hope they're doing that carefully.
Be careful.
In sugar, we're going down swinging.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gently descending.
Gently descending over the land,
Monastery, grab your rider.
over the land and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go.
She's already dead.
Alrighty tidy then, let's take a look. I need to look at some of your stats, so give me a moment while I pull out the ruler and start making comparisons.
Wait, how does it go? And for all I know,
Mhm,
she's already dead. Yes, there we go. Into the wood to grandmother's house. And
Oh,
home
heck.
before dark.
Even with the superb stealth modifier of your finest friend, you can't help but shake the feeling on the back of your neck that something down there saw you.
Hmm.
Oh no.
And that something
Oh,
is
no.
probably the 3 brightly colored dots that have taken off out of the swarm.
Oh
Turn
no.
around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Fly, 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 fly.
Yeet.
The people you're with are like, to what end? Dragons are way faster than these owls.
Land, land, land.
Then
Into the
land so
woods.
we can so we
That's
fall
into
for
the
a short
enemies.
while.
Do you want us to land near an army? Mm.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Land Drown's Ferry. Just go there.
Drellin's Ferry,
Well,
which
like-
is like 20 miles that away.
Yeah, just like into the trees and stuff, somewhere like hidden in the woods.
Somewhere where we can fight dragons without them having an advantage of an army.
All right, cool. I'm gonna roll some acrobatics to see what happens as these owls dive into the woodlands to get their only respite.
Should we roll as well? Saves?
Oh no, I don't think you have much to say in the situation. Okay, well that's delightful. That is quite delightful.
Yeah.
Diving
For
into the
whom?
woods. Unfortunately, while they are good at landing maneuvers, there's a bit more speed behind it because this time instead of a steady incline, they make this big swoosh and dive.
Mm.
That's how Monastery landed last time.
Memories.
Graceful crashing. Evie, however, is on top of the one owl where everything goes completely kaput.
Oh
It becomes
no.
quite a mess. Everyone else just ends up in a quiet crash accident. And a little sore from it all.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, you're now under the cover of trees, which means that as long as none of those dragons are willing to set the whole forest on fire, you're probably somewhat concealed.
Yay! Should we stealthify?
Lady who is now currently stuck in several different bushes and pricked on all sides by thorns in her clothes.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a reflex? Because that's like, how bad is the circumstance really?
Did you stick the landing?
Did you somehow, in the commotion of falling off of a giant animal and rolling through, well, you know, for someone who fell off,
She's fine.
who fell off an owl at several 100 miles per hour, and then just rolled through a whole bunch of trees and shrubbery, it seems that the things you were wearing took the majority of the blows.
And
Nice.
don't take falling damage, as we said.
See? See, Mani?
I mean, you got like some alchemist fire dripping down your leg, but
Shake it off.
It's
Little spice.
alchemist fire, yeah. It's alchemist
It's
fire
tie
dripping down
dye.
your legs.
It's just tie dye. It's
it's
fine.
sticky, it's black, and it smells like tar. It's alchemist fire. She's not
That's
a
the advertisement.
she's not a bird, and she's not a bat. It's not guano.
I would
Oh.
mayhap
I mean,
enjoy
it-
changing out of that real quick.
Guano also burns like alchemist fire, so like, you never
Huh?
know.
I mean,
There's a
everything
reason
burns
why
if you
guano
try
is the
hard.
material component for fireball.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's also used in the production of gunpowder, which is why it's in the fireball. It's one of the ways to make, I think, sulfate, which is necessary for the production of gunpowder. It's fun.
Okay.
So
It's very
So-
explosive.
fireballs smell. That's what you're trying to say.
Fireball smell.
Yeah.
They're big stinky.
I mean,
Ye-
fireworks do that too.
Oh, the whole
The
town
smell.
smells after New Year's. Oh my fucking god.
Was it really New Year's or was it a wizarding duel?
I mean,
Did
well-
they just took care of Voldemort, okay?
They can have a little stinky.
Anyway, kids, everyone else is also in a bit of a ruckus, but luckily, because of the expert flying of the people you're with, you don't explode on impact with the ground.
hooray!
Yay!
Now,
Can we
if
do
this,
like the clapping thing boomers do when the plane lands?
if it, honestly, if this was, you know what, I should probably implement this more, where like you can pick two, and none of them are great answers, and all of them are great answers, but you don't get all of them, because that would have been a great
Uh-huh.
resolution for this. Like, okay, you land, but either the owls are dead, the pilots are dead, or you are significantly injured. That'd be great. I think I'm going to do that in the future, because that's a great way
Oh,
to give you a
do
nice
it.
ultimatum.
Do it. Sounds fun.
I would like to help my owl master if he's down.
You know what? I
Yeah.
think you know what? How about we go with that? What do you want? You get to pick one. Either you're perfectly fine, either the person you were flying with is perfectly fine, or their owl is perfectly fine. Because this ain't a clean landing. Although with your good friend Rain, it is a mess, and I don't think you should look in that direction until she comes close enough that you don't have to.
Oh my god.
Okay, yike.
That was a crash landing first class. Although actually, let me do okay. Monastery, actually, the owl you were with somehow managed to make the landing just fine enough. You get to pick two.
Yay. I'm gonna pick the owl and the rider. I don't care about me. I can take a hit.
Monastery is wrapped
Aw.
around a tree like a broken tin can. But hey!
I hate flying.
Let's peel you off.
I personally like the idea that because you have so much mass, the inertia ripped you out of your seat. when they
I
stopped.
plowed through 3 trees before wrapping around this one.
I mean,
You
at level
just
8,
do
you might as
buff
well.
money.
All right, kids. What about the other two? What about Tiri and the other person? What does your one gimme go to? What do you do during the landing? Do you save yourself? Do you try to help the owl? Do you try to help the rider?
I am a rogue scoundrel. I'm gonna pick myself. I'm good.
When the owl landing gets a bit rickety, you jump off and acrobatically land yourself upon the floor. Haha. Tiri,
Try and help the rider.
as the owl landing in your case gets a bit hairy, this tree right ahead of you, you peel him off, but you and the owl slam into it in a fashion not entirely pleasant. I think this means that there's one owl alive and 2 riders.
No, they can go home, at least.
They can walk.
No, they have an owl. That's perfectly fine because Monastery took the majority of that impact.
Ow! Glad you guys
Ow.
are okay.
Monastery, in case you're curious, you lose, let's just say, half your maximum hit points because, again, what a fall.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Nice.
This case is like 63, 70, 60, 65. There we go.
Yeah.
I thought these guys were good at flying. What the fuck?
I mean, you tried flying into a, like, woodland in an
I wouldn't.
emergency.
I wouldn't.
Whomst all needs an elixir of life? Who needs some
I-
juice?
You probably need one as well, but
Oh, yeah, I have 30 current. Okay.
Oh, I should probably.
Yeah, Rock is gonna go help the nearest person that's not good.
Can I chug an elixir and also yeet one to Mani?
sure, probably have time to treat the injuries.
To take a shot.
You can take a moment to apply some basic amenities before you hear the roar overhead.
Shots,
Whee.
shots, everybody.
I don't know what this did.
Due to the fact that the landing wasn't entirely clear, there is a distinct upheaval in the tree line where you landed, which is to say that it won't be too hard to find you from the air. Although they also saw you crash land, so I imagine dragons have good enough memory to remember seeing something fall somewhere. They have object permanence.
Are we hiding somewhere? Are we hiding? I can.
Currently,
look for
you're under a
place.
bunch of trees, so technically speaking, you're hard to see from far away and from above.
I have lore skills in forest.
Ooh.
Does that help?
Well, I'll let you use that instead of individualized stealth checks, as you have to contend with the fact that these creatures start circling overhead like vultures,
Oh no.
and are
How many
probably,
dragons?
and judging by the low rumble in the air, they seem to be discussing something.
Huh. Stomach noises. Can we eavesdrop? Does anybody speak rumble?
I mean, it's draconic and they're far away, so if this was 3.5, I'd say give me a listen check, but it's not, so it's a perception check, baby.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
draconic.
Same.
Perception check. I don't have draconic. I think I don't have draconic. Wait.
No.
I have infernal. Are they maybe speaking in infernal?
Nope.
For fun.
Why would they be speaking in infernal?
For fun.
That's how I know, in case you need to pass the salt shaker. Well, then, apparently no one has any idea what's being said up there.
Love that for
Just
us.
probably need to focus on, hiding.
Okay, we can hide.
You're a
can
day away from
that's all.
Drellin's Ferry, and the Tirikitorio you're with have scrambled out of here as fast as they could, going their own way. They got a report back about this,
Yeah. Good call.
There be dragons.
which is to say, if they first pick up like the dead, and then they start scooting.
Oh my god! I hope they don't get picked out of the sky by the dragons.
Well, they're not going to take
Well,
off. They're going to go through the woodlands for a while until they
Yeah.
think they're safe, and then
Okay, that's
they'll take
smarter.
off.
Okay.
They're not
That's
idiots.
They're like,
mean, this-
good luck. Welcome
I
to
can
bonus
ro-
stage.
I can roll the forest thing. For hiding.
Show us the beans. Can you hide your allies?
No, I can't.
Not like that, you won't. As you move your way through the edge of the tree line, you do manage to avoid the brunt of the army, which probably is like, we don't want to be anywhere near 3 dragons having a fun time. You know, that's a good way to fucking get
Die.
killed.
It'd be like that.
The dragons, on the
Yeah.
other hand, are probably like, owl snacks.
Dragons don't care much about, collateral damage.
Luckily, now that you're so close, you can actually see what kind of dragons you're dealing with.
no.
There's a blue one, and there's a blue one. Wait, is that a blue one? What is this?
Oh,
This
Seal?
did we skin the one in Tres?
Oh wait, I think this is a Bahir. This is not technically a dragon.
It's cerulean.
Well,
Oh no,
excuse me.
I forgot to skin the dragon at rest. Oh no.
There's a
Aw,
Okay.
shucks.
there's a blue one and a red one. So deal with that how you like. The other one is a Bahir,
Okay.
and I'm an idiot.
Dibs on a jacket made of the blue one.
We're gonna be the Power Rangers. We just need to gather all the colors.
You just have to not die.
So you got
That's
black,
gonna
you
be-
get blue, you get red. You just need
We
one
need
more
pink and
color,
yellow.
like green.
Pink.
Would you rather have pink or
Please.
white as your
Pink.
fourth color?
I mean,
Pink.
pink, definitely.
There are no pink dragons. Try again.
Damn.
White.
Can we dye the white one with some like red?
You could
color to
probably
be
make
pink?
it pink if you want it.
Nobody,
Yes.
nobody on the team wants to be the White Power Ranger.
They want to be the pink one.
The white power
Listen,
ranger is definitely not a good thing to be.
Who doesn't want to be the Fab Ranger? Who doesn't
I mean,
want
yeah.
to be the Fab Ranger? Who's fabulous?
White
mean-
Power
Freak out by
Ranger.
one.
Get
Yeah.
outta
That
here.
sounds so bad.
Get outta
Definitely
here.
don't
bad.
want to be that one.
Get out of here!
Oh my fucking god.
We're trying.
Oh. Oh. My fucking god.
You good?
Yeah, that just hit in all kind of ways. Oh. Okay. I'm back.
Flying overhead to save the day, one of the dragons unleashes a bolt of lightning that just starts splintering and cracking trees nearby, and the other one just sets the whole place on fire.
Well,
Reflex?
that's rude.
They're creating these wide swaths of destroyed terrain as they go outwards, but despite the best efforts of your fine friend to hide you, gosh, what would be the reason that they see? I imagine it's probably just their keen hearing picking up on your motions. Big plate boy, ruining it for everyone as always.
Clink clonk, clink clonk, clink clonk, clink clonk.
Like every step, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You move through the uneven terrain. It's hard to get distance when, you're going up and down and up and down and up and down. It's late in the evening. It's getting a bit dark. Tree line getting more and more hazy and irregular. You probably won't stand a chance if you try to keep moving. Because at this rate, it's just going to hone in enough that it can burn all of you to a crisp and go like, ha ha ha, I'm up here and you're down there.
Are there any caves around? You know how sometimes in the forest there are like grooves that are actually caves that you can go in?
Well, that's a great question. You know
What
what?
sort of terrain?
You can roll me some forest lore to see if you can identify the telltale traits of there's a cave there.
Maybe eventually you'll roll a forest.
One
Lord. It's
better.
not terrible.
One better.
You got hero points. Don't forget about those.
Ooh, I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah, we get one hero point from the start of the session.
Ta-da-ta-ta. You manage to find and point your way to a small. It's not a good cave, but it's a cave.
Yeehaw.
I mean,
As
it
the
will
roar
protect
overhead
from
gets
attacks from
louder
above.
and the flames start to get close enough that you can feel the ambient heat, this cave goes down a good enough distance that the fire probably won't spread down here. With a little bit of luck, a wink and a smile and a good vibe, you might be able to hunker down for a bit.
Okay, can we? Oh, that's a stupid idea. Let's go.
That sounds nice.
All right, you decide to hunker down for the evening. It is noisy. It is unpleasant. It is harrowing in its
Moist.
own right. The sound of constant lightning bolts and fire breaths overhead, the destruction of nature, the smell of smoke, let's just say that a bunch of animals do get caught in the crossfire and their sounds can be heard in between
No.
the burning.
Aww. Ow!
We
That
need to
hurt
go
my
kill those
feelings.
dragons. We need to go kill those dragons now.
I would prefer you do that when they're not near the army, unless you want to TPK, and I'm just not even gonna bother.
Yeah. Don't. At this stage, we just need to hide as much as we can. We're not prepared to take on an entire army. And fighting one thing will probably alert the entire thing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because one can stay to kick our ass and the other one can go get its buddies.
Yeah.
when the evening
Hmm.
settles and eventually the fire dies down, you can get yourself some proper rest, or you can move on if you want to, because you did technically spend the majority of of this day just sitting on an owl.
And then resting
Yeah.
in a cave.
Yep. So if you wanted
Probably
And
to,
good to
also
get going.
scraping off
Let-
dead pilot and owl off of us.
We have a we have a time constraint. We probably need to get a move on.
Let's move.
Yeah.
Is there
Plus,
any forest when we go out? Is there no left?
what was once a lush and green forest that surrounded you is now a rocky and ash-filled wasteland that just chokes your lungs up the second you take a breath of it.
Oh my
There are
god.
plenty
Yikes.
of corpses and splinters and fragments of remaining wood around.
Anyone care for barbecue?
no. No.
Yeah, off in the distance, you can even see the burning tree line slowly pull up. Nice.
Well, this was reckless.
But I mean, we got a point across, I guess. Plus, it's one. Like, at least they didn't have the dragons for whatever the heck they were doing.
A point that
On the
killed
march.
four horses, 3 owls, and 2 riders. Yes.
We have no horses now.
It is morning by the time you arrive in what can only be said to be the remains of Drellon Ferry.
Oh no.
There, what was once a town is now just everything has been razed to the ground. Even stone structures have had concerted efforts made to remove rocks and just tear it down. The smoldering
Pillaged
ruins
fully?
are smoky, but they're not burned or anything.
Are there any like remains of things that we can use? I doubt, but I'm asking.
I mean, there's some groups of people around with. Well, there's a group of people around who have like this big cart, and they seem to be loading up anything that's still around. Yes,
Oh, do we recognize any of them?
you've never seen them before, and judging by the fact that they wear these little mouth things over their mouth, these little, goddamn, those neckerchiefs, they wear them over their mouth, bandanas, you know. They look like troublesome sorts.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah,
we should take care of that.
Yeah, they're probably here to loot whatever's left.
I'm
Sorry.
not okay with looters.
when you're not the one looting.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, this is kind of
I'm a
ruin.
professional. I'm a professional. These are amateurs. There's a difference.
You're a professional looter. Okay.
Listen, we got a paladin. He says it's fine.
The paladin says it's fine, but the rogue is against us.
Like, I have a permit. It says I can do whatever I want.
No, I take from the rich. These are taken from the people who are not here. Well, technically they can take them.
So you want to
Well, if
engage?
the people were here,
You want to
yeah.
engage these
Should
gentlemen,
we?
or not? Because you can pass through Drellon's Ferry without having to bother with any of these guys.
We're in a rush, so I'm just gonna give a side eye and continue going.
Do they have any horses?
Would they have any horses? Is a great question. Let me just see. about that.
Perhaps 4 horses?
Well, they definitely
Wink,
have a
wink.
cart, so that would make travel a bit
Something.
easier.
That's
But,
something.
Yeah.
They do in fact have horses. Quite a few of them actually. Let me take a look.
Take
See,
the
there
horses.
you see 2 people standing outside of the building itself. Well, actually, no, 1 person. Sorry, the other person's technically inside. They actually have more than 4 horses. They have like 6 of them.
Can I attempt to do something?
What do you want to attempt to do?
Can I run up to them and point in the way of the forest that's like here? Wait, I
That
can't-
forest
wait,
is
what?
miles away, and I don't know if
Oh.
you can run a fire.
No, not like that. I want to go to them and be like, "Oh, over there is a huge thing with a lot of money. We should all go there and get that stuff."
You might want to, disguise yourself first. They seem to be.
I mean, I look
you know,
like a
have-
bandit sword, anyways.
Do you have a bandana?
Do I have a bandana? That's a good question. Does anyone have a
Do we?
bandana? Where's my inventory?
Every once in a while, the doors of the building swing open, and like this bag of stuff gets thrown out, or a fancy looking chest.
That's rude.
By now, their cart's getting quite loaded.
Yeah, if you're going to do something, hurry up.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run up to them and be like, "Oh, guys, there's a huge ass mine over there that wasn't even pillaged. We should go get that stuff." I'm pretending to be a bandit.
Your attempt is quite admirable, but the fine gentlemen they wave at their cart and they just politely inform you that they've already gotten everything they wanted, and they'll come back for that later. You just sit right tight
it.
there.
Later, but someone's gonna come and take it. Did you see the dragons? They're gonna come back.
Just sitting there
Could they,
snickering.
could they lend us some horses so we can go get it?
Listen, I think your plan has not worked. We need to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh well.
You see him
Let's
like
stab it to stab.
you see him like wave his hands like, listen. I understand that you think we got time for this kind of stuff, but we got to clean up, and boss lady wants to see your money. So yeah, later.
Boss lady. Boss
Boss
lady.
lady?
Who's that?
Is she single?
Yes, is she single?
You see, his eyes grow to a squint. And he's like, "Who are you again?"
Oh, I am rocked. I'm rocked. I'm rock. I usually pillage down that road, but I guess I have to
Oh
go on the path.
yeah, I already. You're the loser who got his ass kicked. Well, see, this is how you properly handle an army running through your turf.
I got
Idiot.
my ass kicked? I didn't get my ass kicked.
Best story I heard, you got your ass kicked, and they were so gracious as to let your broken body go. Nice to see you back up on your feet, loser.
Excuse me?
Harsh?
I haven't gotten my ass kicked in a while. I'm okay.
Then what are you doing out here, citizen on your turf, boy?
This is my turf, technically. I was holding that.
What a
road
good
for
job you
years.
did defending it.
I'm not gonna defend against an army.
You're so...
Just scoot out of here. We're almost done.
Listen, if you want to live, I would suggest you leave now, and that's actually truth because I'm not alone.
I think at that point, Monastery like steps out, weapon and stuff ready.
And I have an alchemist with me
And
who has bombs.
And who would that be? Hey, Knight, you do
This-
know that the laws don't work in the land if there ain't no law around.
Yeah, but her sword works pretty well.
I am Monastery of Serenray, and we are an official business from Brindle, and we are commandeering those horses.
Well, if you just want the horses, knock yourself out. We'll be buying plenty more with all this fine stuff.
Okay, I take a
Yeah,
horse.
It's-
Well, that went well.
Guess I should have asked him for horses first.
Quite possibly.
Honestly, they probably just pity you, you poor loser.
I want to go back
Having
and
to
kill them
shack
now.
up with knights. How far you fallen.
Damn. You're corrupt.
As we're like riding
Ruben.
off, I'm like, Rock, I
What?
didn't know you were a loser.
I wasn't. Oh, they're lying. I didn't like when they lie about me. What's the name of the lady you mentioned, though? Can I just know the name of the lady?
He's just like, scram!
Ah,
That's a
Oh,
weird
I want
name.
those horses back.
her name is Scram?
He really is an idiot, ain't he?
I mean, his intelligence isn't that high.
Just because I didn't finish smarts school.
His intelligence is a 10. It was below 10 before I got the buff onto the stats. So let's be honest now, he's not that smart.
I only became smart when I was adult. Anyway, let me take a look. See, how fast can a horse technically ish go? I'd say 40, but since horses can go at top speed and they get a little extra speed boost, let's give that a little extra oomph. It'll take you a day or two to get to the Thorn Wastes, during which, of course, partially you are incapacitated because you need to take an early rest. So it'll be. Oh wait, no, that's the victory point counter, not the day counter.
Wow.
We didn't start the fire.
There were dragons flying, and they nearly killed us.
What a bunch of jooks! We kick them right in the beepus when you get the chance. Your trip takes you out of Drellin's Ferry, away from the desolate wastes, and into another waste, namely a large desert where the air is dry and the wind is harsh. The rains of Drellin Ferry are quickly replaced by a constant scorching, just grating wind filled with sand and heat, and the unrelenting sun. But I'm gonna pull something up, because something weird might happen when you're literally this close to a lair of a lich.
Oh, fuck
Wow.
yes.
Oh, we're actually going there. Okay.
Yeah.
Lich me up.
Oh, so yeah, it's
Lich
a
me
waste,
up
a waste of
inside.
space.
Oh, lich me, baby.
The wind
Lich
picks
me,
up,
baby.
and the road, by the way, here isn't all that maintained. But Drellin's Ferry and all that was all right, but now you're definitely going on. This is packed dirt almost entirely by chance, more than by intention. The wind, as it blows, seems to carry whispers, strange fey whispers, otherworldly, echoes from the past, or perhaps even warnings of the future. It is said that weather like this can provide prophetic truths or drive one to madness. Does anyone wish to listen closely to these winds?
I will.
The only prophetic
Eh.
voice I need to listen to is my god. I'm fine.
Shut up, wind, that you shake your fist at it.
I'm a listen to.
I roll perception.
What are we listening with?
You do not roll perception, you roll a will save to stop yourself from going completely bonkers.
Okay.
Ah, love that fast.
Bonkers.
I'm expert at that. I
To
can do
stop
it.
yourself from going completely poggers.
Shadow chain. Okay, shadow chain.
Oh,
Rock continues to fail to roll above a 10.
we were doing will saves.
Those who wish to listen to the
Evie decided to listen to a song of madness. What a trooper. I'm going to pull something up now.
what's the
He
DC?
fills the role and can only hear baby shark do 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 do.
Oh my god.
For the remainder of the campaign.
Where is the DC table so I can improvise a fun number? Handsome.
You hear Friday by Rebecca Black in the background.
Well, Evie, it should goes without saying that you critically failed this.
Yeah, to put it gently.
What you hear on the winds are things you do not want to hear. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you hear whispered on the wind, the terrible truths that make you lose your absolute shit, but you fall almost completely mute. And you are,
Baby.
for a while, suffer until you've gotten your ass sufficiently beaten. You're stuck in a slowed as you keep running it through your head.
Oh, yikes.
Would days help?
If you actively want to
Days?
beat her out of it, sure, but that's
Days never helps.
No, days as a spell. Days.
days.
No.
I think you might make it worse because you're fighting magic with magic. Rocksoffer,
Oh,
you make it enough that you do get something, but you have to roll me a d20 so that I can determine what it's exactly going to be.
My favorite things. My favorite things.
Aw. It was a random chance table. I should have participated.
There's a random chance table if you fail. If you succeed, you get something of some kind. And if you succeed super good, they get something that will probably be useful. I don't know. It's kind of dangerous listening to these maddening winds from nowhere. Gosh. Actually, with a critical success, it just lets you ask a question and you hone in on the specific words. Let's take a look-see. Well, I think that's going to be something at least useful instead of hearing, I don't know, someone's recipe for cookies.
Ooh, recipe for cookies.
Well, if you want that, you can get that too. Or instead,
Lich's cookies.
Rock's
the
offer-
maddening recipe.
Rock's here's an exotic recipe for cookies. It does not use flour or
yes.
eggs of any kind. It is baffling
Ooh.
in its nature.
Did I get a real life recipe for cookies?
You know what? If anyone here wants to look up a recipe for cookies to give this man, you're free to do so.
Wait, I have one pin. Wait,
Thank you.
I've
Send me that.
I've got this, babe. Don't you worry.
Let me look. I'm gonna just I'm leafing through what I got here and see if there's anything here that I think you deserve or probably should want to know.
Rocky's just talking about the recipe for cookies right now.
Whispering over the winds is your own voice, and it warns you that you are being hunted, and you may not be able to rest easily in the coming weeks to come.
Oh no, the dragons are hunting us.
Will that be something? You probably would have seen them by now.
It
The
could be
dragons are
any
hunting
number of
us.
things hunting us.
The dragons are invisible and hunting us.
Invisible dragons hunting us. Wow. It must be really special to get that kind of treatment.
Yeah. Invisible dragons don't just hunt anybody.
They flutter their eyelashes suggestively, but you can't even see them, so it's like, ah!
Would like to roll charisma on them.
Now is the part where I get to pull up the part that I like the most, which is, well, first and foremost. Actually, I don't think there are many encounters out here other than ghosts.
Goose.
Ooh.
Spooky ghosts.
Does having the phylactery do anything to us? Are we like we're carrying?
Also,
rain
while
to the
everything here is pretty nice, good old Buckaroo, you do suffer a slight problem, which is you are stupefied one for like the day as you arrive at the place because that recipe just doesn't sit well with your belly. How do I add conditions? Where do you
How
add
would they?
conditions?
How would they make cookies with no flour or eggs? Huh?
Oh, wait, I have one for you.
Why can I not add a condition to your sheet? Oh, you're not the controller. I'm the GM!
I mean, I can't remove conditions from my sheet, so
Because you're not the. Put up those fists, video game. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I can't
I
remove
think
the
you-
condition either. I guess this tab just isn't finished yet.
I think
Right.
you're
It
gonna
hasn't
have to
baked.
pull out my token to do that. Old Bay chocolate cookies. Oh, this thing is amazing.
Apparently, it actually is. A friend of mine tried it.
By the way, don't forget to give yourself hit points back because you've spent 2 to 3 days resting. So
okie doke.
Okay.
Delicious.
let me pull up because I need to read you things, fun things to read. It's the Ghost Lord's Lair.
Wow.
Oh man, there's some cool
That
art
sounds like
here.
the username I used to use when I was younger.
In the distance, you see quite the something. As your travels take you, you in the distance can see these ghostly spectral figures of lions and other associated animals. But then you come across a huge stone lion lit by the late afternoon sun. It is like a sphinx, but does not have the human head. It is just giant lion made
Why
of
a
stone.
lion?
I mean, that is kind of the difference between a sphinx and a regular lion. It's the human face.
At its chest, it's lying down, so it's like paws forward, legs curled up, behind legs curled up. In the front, at its chest, is a large opening that leads inward, and its mouth hangs open as if snarling at you.
So is this the lair? Does he live inside a giant lion RV?
Wait, is it this? Does this picture help anyone?
I mean, it looks way more detailed than that and more weathered in terms of cracks, but yes, that's actually not bad.
It's not that shitty. Is it moving at all, or is it just, a stationary...
The stone lion
sculpture?
is having a chill. I mean, it looks like it's
But-
ready to pounce, but that might just be because it's so wonderfully made.
Aww.
I was looking for a sphinx by a lion, but this is what I got.
The one from Aladdin.
Well, I'm gonna cautiously approach it. And just kind of call out, I guess. Like, hello?
Here,
Are
kitty,
you
kitty, kitty, kitty.
alive, or just a statue?
Standing on a
Anyone
nearby hill, you
here?
yell at it, and the thing has nothing to tell you. It's just being rude, I guess.
I mean, it is a cat.
Maybe it's an introvert.
Kitty.
I request entrance to the Ghost Lord Temple.
I demand access. It probably just goes in
The
key.
Ghost Lord
password
Lair
is
doesn't want to
password.
load for me.
It just goes, yeah.
The password is password. Got 'em.
Password is 12345.
Well,
Incredible. It's the same password I have in my luggage.
The password is money sword.
Wow.
The password is my password. Capital M.
Can we knock? Should we knock on the lion?
I don't know if there's a
well,
door.
the large
It's
frontal
just
opening on its chest is just open. You can just walk
Oh,
on
walk
in
in.
there.
But like knock on the doorway, the
There is.
chest way.
Oh, you wanna. Well, you can definitely walk up the little stairs leading up there and
I
knock on the
want to
front
enter
door with
because
your
I'm hunted by dragons.
with your little hands.
Just like tap tap tap.
You walk on over to the stairway. Just as always taking forever to load into the new map.
yeah.
Oh, it doesn't want to load for me. It's just gray, fully
Oh.
gray.
Well,
Yeah.
either wait a bit or you gotta reload. Either works.
I will load it like
What is
3
that
times
cat?
already.
Why did they put those little spongy smooshies on the?
It's a
I was
sphinx.
googling Sphinx battle lion, and this is what I got.
It's just a statue of a.
Just the Halloween aisle in Teddy. I've
Oh
seen these
yes.
exact little sculptures.
We did start the fire.
Wait, did it load for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks hella cute.
I refreshed like 3 times
Refresh.
already.
Flanked by massive stone paws to the north and south, this hollow path is hidden in the shadow of the great stone head above. A worn stone path leads between the great paws to a low stone ramp, which climbs up to the impressive archway in the lion's chest. Two basalt statues of skeletal lions facing each other on either side of the arch. As if passing judgment knows who travel between them.
Oh, it's a kitten.
Judge me.
Yeah.
It's a mother.
I'm a kitty cat. Meow.
Oh, that's
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Rock, can you stop spinning?
Da, 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 da. Listen, stop, please. There.
Can someone put me back to North? Thank you.
You doing okay, bud?
She's having the newmies. You know the newmies.
I'm gonna go up.
You walk your way up and are confronted by the gleaming eyes. The large chamber ahead has hewn walls with a domed ceiling rising 50 feet overhead. The north is heaped a large mound of crushed nettles and briars, arranged in some sort of nest. While to the south lies a massive mound of bones.
Oh yeah.
The area smells strangely of musty and acrid, and there is a large boy here with multiple arms and a large worm-like body.
Friend?
Hello.
Roar.
Asterix, roar, Asterix.
The large creature ahead demands your fullest attention. And it demands to know what your business is here, and why he shouldn't just destroy where you stand.
We're looking
We
for
have an
a Ghost
appointment?
Lord.
Hi, we have an appointment.
You have no business with him.
Oh yes, we
I-
do actually.
Yeah, I think you find we do.
And what may this business be?
We have the phylactery.
There's this gleam in his eyes. Show me this phylactery. Prove to me that you are
Don't.
not speaking lies.
Will you take the chance?
Take a
Who
chance,
are
take a
you?
chance.
There's always the
Who are
chance
you
it
again,
just
though?
kills us and takes us.
Yeah.
Why would he kill you? You could just take it out of your hands and go, Nya! I'm a cat.
Yeah. May chant that shit.
I'm a cat who pretends to be a spooky creature when I'm not.
Well, I guess reveal it while keeping a tight grip on it.
Yeah.
All the way over there. Just show it from afar.
I need to check something out, namely what loyalties this man has. Oh, that's nice. First off, it's a lady.
Hi, friend.
I told you it was a lady.
Flutter, flutter. Go with the lashes.
The
Also,
eyebrows grow thinner and the eyelashes grow out. Because that's the difference.
and it has a pink bow now.
Yeah.
The fine creature that sits ahead of you will go, I see then. Well, I see that is quite important business, but certainly it is nothing you can just hand off to me to take care of for you.
No, we need to talk to the
I
ghost.
assure you
Lord.
that they are a very busy person.
I think this situation is something worthy of their attention.
Then I will bring it to their attention and take care of it.
No,
You don't
I
have
think
to
we.
deliver it by hand. I assure you it's only a small walk down the hallway.
Oh, we're not giving the thing
Why
back. We just need to
not?
talk. Oh no.
I mean, we have negotiations to take care of before returning the goods. So
What are these
We have a
negotiations?
request.
I can take care of them for you. It'd be far easier than going down such a musty lair.
the matters of which are private and meant between us and the Ghost Lord only.
You are stretching my patience thin.
You're stretching
Then
my
let us
patience.
in.
Surrender the phylactery now. All this will get unpleasant.
That is a cleric that's holding the phylactery, the one that follows Serenray. Could you please let us in?
Also,
can
we
see
still don't
that.
know who you are to the Ghost Lord.
Yeah.
We don't want it getting lost.
The creature's maw begins to spark up with electricity.
Oop.
As it squeezes out a final word, it says that I see that my patience has worn down.
Understandable.
Anyway, I would like to take that item by force.
Eh,
Thank you very much.
We
worth
would
a
like
try.
to keep it by force.
Are we wrong initiative?
Yes.
Yay!
Find it.
Why am I always in the front line when I'm not supposed to be? My next character is gonna be a
Keep-
fucking tank.
I mean, this is why
This is why
last guy died.
No, he wasn't in the front line last time he died. He
Rockwire
died
your
next to you.
initiative.
I did. I'm a party token, apparently.
Yeah, the party token doesn't have a modifier or anything, so
Wait,
click the die in the menu.
there we go.
Oh yeah, that's the
just a
front line.
perception check.
Listen,
Oh my fuck.
listen, Buckaroo.
Mm.
There is a specific button for initiative you can click that takes care of this for you.
Yeah, but it usually does from attributes. I went through that. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Buckaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
rootin'
you're still
tootin'.
our idiot.
Yeah, you're rootin' and tootin'. I'll let you
Is
have
it
the
better now?
34. I'll let you have the 34 for now. Go for it. Rock. Lightning. Crackling. Mouth. Maw.
Can I
Head.
shut his mouth
Yeah.
closed?
I don't
Can
think
I
you're
close-
I don't think you're strong enough to do that.
I
Yeah,
would like
that's
to. No, I'm not going in.
Also, it's so
Um,
big that you need to have Titan Wrestler, and I think only Monastery here has the guts to do that.
Can I
yeah.
jump over this? Can I jump over this wall?
Yes, you could definitely
It just
roll
doesn't-
down if you want to.
No, can I go here? Here?
Yes.
Can there be a sign? Here? Yes. And
You
I'm
take your
gonna-
action and just get out of there.
I just get out of there and I'm gonna poison the weapon.
Take
Just to
some,
be sure.
take some time, but take your time.
You probably
And
could
then
have
this-
attacked first.
Roll of lightning comes out, hitting Tiri and Evie.
Gasp.
We
How
did
can
start.
Evie, get your
with-
dagger. Oh, it's a back hit.
Anyway, Tiri and Evie roll me reflex DC 29. Hey,
Oof.
it's not a crit failure.
Oof.
That's where it hurts. So it's 31 to the both of you. As a royal of lightning washes over thee. And then Cause take a freaking guess what it gets to do. It just leans on over and takes a big old bite out of Eevee.
Oh no.
Jump.
Luckily, Eevee has thick armor and just latches onto her arm briefly. Terry.
I'm gonna big fireball that.
That's a lovely, lovely thing. Let's see. It has that. It also has that. I forgot that it had a template. It also has this one. Anything else I need to know about that makes any of importance? Oh, it's immune to that. Marvelous. You let him have it with a fire ball. Wait, what's what? No, I wanted to take the template. There we go. Okay, you can hit him without hitting anyone else. Okay, cool. Reflex it. I have target. Clicky. Clackety click. Oh my goodness, why does it bring up this menu now every time? You watch as
Oh,
it's. Hmm? Yeah.
That's a correct success.
Its body wraps around and smothers the magical fireball with its scales. You're not sure how that
Oh
works,
lord.
but it doesn't do a thing. It just gets snuffed out before it can erupt. Monastery, it's a big, mean boy, and he's giving you that look.
Sure is big and mean.
The look of somebody who just spotted a tank.
The aggro has gone off. I'll I will start with my stance just to try and get that up. Roll.
Be
Okay.
brave!
Oh, well.
Your DC is 24 for this level.
So now, move forward, shield up, stop it from moving forward.
Eevee, you just got
Kill him.
lightninged.
Well, that's unpleasant. I would like to use my dread ampule,
Yes.
which is a frightened man sort of a situation. So let me just. Oh,
Get spooked.
is this the thing? I think
Ow!
it's
I'm being spooked.
Ah,
Show me the spook. Damage.
I see. Well, it's something.
Well, it is no equipment. Alchemical items. Bomb. Dread
Boom.
Ampoule. Mental damage becomes frightened 1. Nice. It is friggin' 1. I'm spooked! And I take 9 damage.
Spooked.
Oh, and it also takes an extra 2 because it's a splash.
Oh.
I just realized I forgot to take an additional spell.
Rocksoffer, what are you doing? You're down a distance?
I wanna go back up next to monastery. There's gotta be 2 actions, right?
Probably. Climb up a little ramp.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to move because I'm colliding with walls. I think.
Climb.
And I'm gonna strike him with the poison sword, and I poison it with the vial of wonder. So let's see what happens.
The
Oh.
vial of wonder.
Yeah.
But I hit
Okay, cool. You can roll me that D10,000.
The vial of
I
many
do.
things.
I roll it now, then I attack, or do I attack first?
Roll me the attack first to see if you even hit the thing. Missed by
Oh.
6.
Oh no, that's a lot of miss. And now I'm just sitting next to it. Yay.
They're just hanging out. They're just being pals.
All those claws. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's a very fancy way of doing this. It strides up to its speed, moving through air as if it was solid ground, descending and descending up to it. Each gets a different target it reached. There's an extra. Ooh. It turns into a whirlwind of electricity, which would invoke very powerful wow energies. I presume.
Whoa.
Claw Storm. So, up to 4 claws. Okay, it's a different target. It doesn't mention what MAP. The MAP cuts to rewards from if it doesn't. After it makes all of its attacks. Cool! This is great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of those hit.
How lucky me.
I mean, I have 32, so if one of those.
1,
is
2, 3,
31,
4. And then the
I think
extra
the first one was on you.
1,
I mean, none of them are targeted.
2, 3, 4. So, in sequence, everyone gets
Yeah,
hit.
it does block.
The order is Monastery, which I don't think it actually gets hit because you get your shield up. Excuse me,
Yeah,
I'll
I've
remove
got
those
32.
results. I forget the Monastery is a tank and can take it. Rock is hit by 9. Evie is hit by 5. Tiri is hit by 8. Rock, you take 30. Evie, you take 27. And Tiri, you take a delightful 26. You lucky bastard.
1 health.
Never underestimate that 1 hit point. Does that? No, that it just affects to hit chance. In fact, it doesn't hit Monastery by, I think, this. Yeah, no. Yeah, I would have hit you anyway because hits by 0 is how it works. He's still frightened, and I think that applies. So, yeah, now he's no longer spooked as he charges through you as it's turn. Does it provoke attacks of opportunity, or do you want to focus on the defensive?
I mean.
Oh, it doesn't trigger reactions, excuse me.
Yeah, okay.
Now, its movement doesn't trigger reactions. The fact it hit your friends does.
Yeah, so I can. I could say when it's attacking Rock, I can counter then.
Sure.
Yeah. So Rock takes 10 less damage,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
and I'll try and hit it with my Slammer.
Here we go, banana slammer. That's actually hits by 8, so... Oh boy! I mean, it's
Bonk.
not a skeleton, but you still got it in the gut, as it were. Tiri. Ow!
I'm gonna take a step back. And then hydraulic torrent it.
Ooh,
That's a
hydraulic
yes.
turret.
You are within its reach, and it doesn't seem to take any attack of opportunities, but sploosh!
Sploosh.
It's not
It
a
still takes
critic.
half damage, so... Kaboom! The large behemoth takes a sploosh to one of its scales. Ow! Let me double check a few important tidbits. Nope. Nothing worth mentioning. Monastery. This rude jerk ran away from you.
How far can Rock move? Probably there without doing some tricks.
My if this helps
What?
you, I'm pressing the wrong button. My idea was to maybe try to go here if I can, somewhere to flank.
You can
If
definitely
someone
try and
goes here.
squeeze around this writhing mass of electrically charged scales. Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
In which case, I'm going to move over to here, put shield up, and then what was it? So that'll be 31.
You can try for the stance again if you think that's important.
It would be, but I'm just thinking, would grabbing be a better option? It's fortitude. Is it fortitude or reflex that is the DC
For what?
for trying to grab something?
Grabbing is fort.
Okay, grabbing is fort. So that would be 31 DC. I would have to roll a 15 or better. That wouldn't work very well. So I am going to try and put up my stance again.
Be invigorated, my friends.
Uh,
The DC.
eh.
Now that your friends have had their asses whooped, you get a crit success.
Heck yes. And I have a 20-foot emanation.
Even Tiri is inspired by your inspiration. Evie, where do you want to be?
Yeah, I would like
Little
to
spider baby.
scoot. I'd like to scoot some still flanking and then also blight bomb this situation. You know, nothing is better than volatile toxic
You will
chemicals that run through it.
huck it at the swirling mess.
Aiming from the middle of the swirly.
Unfortunately, the middle is where it isn't very often, so it just goes right through.
Well, it was an attempt.
An attempt was made. I think that only takes 2 actions, though.
Oh,
One to take it out, one to throw it. So, if you want to attempt to stab,
I
And
would in
one to
fact
move,
like
right?
to.
you can also
I would
move,
love
yes.
to. I mean, I did move from. I was right next to Mani, like this, and then I boop, boop,
Yeah.
booped over. So does that count
For what?
as like you having used up my 3?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Rock,
Next
what do
time,
you
I will
do?
stab you next time.
Can I actually go here?
Probably. Yes.
That is my movement. So I'm gonna go here. Now it's flanked, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with Evie.
Yes. I'm gonna stab it. Ooh.
Ouch!
Right
How
in the
about you roll
blender.
me that
Do I ro-
D10,000 twice and roll me the damage as well?
Oh, D10,000.
2
That dice
D10,000s.
that everyone has.
Yes, I got 5 of them right here.
It's a perfect sphere.
Hey,
There's so many sides.
someone here
Oh
doesn't.
no, I
It's
fucked
not.
up.
It's not a perfect sphere. Clearly, you don't buy them big enough.
It's the size of a small town.
The slash
didn't
goes
know
in
that.
front of the R, sir.
Oh, Arslan, I'm on Reddit right now. Shush.
The first one was correct, except for that little detail. Oh boy. Okay, let me. Oh, I can't read those numbers.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
15,000.
Can you just roll me
Number
the same thing twice? Because apparently the numbers just get really screwy when they get too big.
Oh,
Roll me the D10,000 twice, and I'll tell you what happens. I tell you one thing
okay,
though.
one.
This is
As a poisoner, I can tell you one thing. This thing is immune to poison, but this is not strictly poison.
Finally.
This is
I did it.
poison in the same way that radioactive waste is poison.
Mhm.
and
Okay, and this is the damage.
Well, wherever you live, apparently now will be a grain silo when you get back home. Wait. Would this apply to the Behir? I think this would apply to the Behir. So
That's just
that
a great
layer,
silo.
that layer, just suddenly a wall of grain lands on top of Evie.
Holy.
Evie, I would like to point out that you are literally now covered in grain.
Thanks.
Please note that,
What's-
It's an
you can drown in grain, by the way.
Love that.
Oh
It's
no,
an
grain entrapment.
avocado. Thanks.
Also,
I'm
for
gonna
some odd reason, your weapon has reach for some reason. Your rapier is now twice as long, but it works just as well as it did before. So that's interesting.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll
If
my
it-
second attack now.
If that lasts for more than 4 hours, contact your doctor.
That
It's a
hits.
miss, Okay.
It doesn't account for flat-footed.
Critical. No, not critical. Oops, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna roll normal
Just
damage.
half that for 15.
It's
Okay, cool. You can also roll me 4d6 to see what the hell the poison did in terms of raw damage to this thing.
Poison.
Slash R 2d6.
I've said 46, but I'll just do it twice. Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because that is a nice. That's an exact average roll. So hey. Well, I don't know. It's Lara just got grained. You just got grained. But I think the really interesting question is how it's going to respond to that and who it's going to blame. You know
I
what,
think
Rock?
we're all a little confused.
Well,
He
Evie
gets stabbed.
Evie is successfully is perfectly camouflaged by being buried in grain.
There's just 8 little eyes poking out of the grain.
I
How
need to get
dare
more
you
of a
cover?
sludge.
Like I never knew spring was actually my color scheme, but you know what? Green really works. Green really works
So
with my colors.
this big hand reaches over to. Well, actually, first it's going to try and tip Monastery over the edge so that he can't do anything about this. So Monastery, get out of here. Apparently, Monastery's sticking. Oh, actually, I'm shoving, right? I'm shoving, and that's reflex. Fortitude. Unless you have something that makes your fortitude 1 point higher, that pushes you over, Mr. Monastery.
Hero point.
I could hero point. I don't think I have any passives to increase it, so yeah, I'll hero point to stay on my feet.
After that, it will try to grab Rock by hitting it with its claws, and that misses.
Wow,
Can everyone stop grabbing me?
No.
you're just so
If-
grabbable.
If furry
mean, I
don't
know I'm
want to
good
be
at hunting,
grabbed,
but
why furry
come
is
on.
so soft?
Wee.
Wee.
Jerry, what do you do?
I'm gonna use 2 action 3rd level heal on myself because I kept on forgetting I'm on 1 health.
He keeps forgetting that he's like about to take a long nap.
Yeah.
Long nap.
Wait, so
Like a
8, so
permanent kind
that's
of long.
24 plus
The only hit point that matters is the
11.
last one.
Wait, does that mean we all get healed if it's 3
Yeah,
Plus
words?
24.
Yeah, 24 plus.
You can push the little the dude with the plus. It's next to the shield.
Yeah,
That's
there
for
we
healing.
go.
How
Right, and
handsome.
then I have 1 more action which I'm gonna use to elemental toss.
Ow!
Oh.
My face.
I'll bonk him.
Get him, boss.
Fling a ball of grain.
Ooh, that hit.
My grain. The fire
Ah,
seems to have a
grain.
little effect on it.
Hey, good
Monastery.
news. Grain is flammable, by the way.
Do you want the
Nice.
grain to explode?
Do you want
No.
Eevee to explode?
I think Eevee
Sounds
is
like
like
a
in the
bomb.
best place to be because the grain above her would probably be the part that explodes. You know,
This camp is a silo.
they discharge the shockwave into the floor. That's how that works.
I mean, if
Who-
this is flammable without one hitting me, then sure, go for it.
I'm going to use the new martial skill that I got to battle.
Go battle.
And I'm going to use 2 actions so Rock can attack.
I
This-
can attack.
Just
Yeah, you get to do an attack.
as a reaction.
A regular attack.
No MAP, by the way, because it's another turn.
Get in there.
Fucking do your job, Rogue. DPS.
No what? You said no something. No what?
No MAP, so it's just a regular first turn attack.
MAP
Okay.
is based on turn, so when someone else's turn comes around, you.
Just this?
Yep, do sneak attack damage, please. Because Eevee is still technically somehow threatening him. A little dagger sticks out of the grain every once in a while.
It's just like waving. I'm gonna get you.
And then I'll follow it up with an
Awakened grain. Awakened grain is attacking.
Eh.
Don't underestimate the power of getting a full MAP attack on top of everything else. Eevee, he's almost dead. It looks like he's about to either
Stop.
go whole hog.
Stop.
You know what to do.
gosh dang- Well, gosh dang it, this sounds like a good invitation for some dagger waving.
A knife!
Oh,
Oh, if only you
Yeah,
had
that's
one
all.
more because you have an aura and flat-footed.
I don't have a hero point.
All right, sure, why
It'll
not?
be, it'll be
No, I
28.
don't have a
Oh.
hero point. I don't have a hero
Thank you,
point.
bud. Let's get the stabbery happening.
Stabby, 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 stabby.
That's damage, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. Ooh, ah. Bleh.
That actually kills it because it's at 9.
Hey. Can I high five you, Rock? Just
Yes.
thank you.
As it's so distracted by getting shanked from all sides, suddenly a little dagger hits it right in the lung, and as it begins to sputter up, it's too distracted, choking on its own blood, to be a significant threat.
He ran into my knife. He ran
Maybe-
into my knife 6 times.
Everyone gets 60 experience points. Moving on.
6 experience points.
60.
Oh, that's a better number.
That's definitely nicer.
Wait, 6-0. Yes.
Yes. Here. They will politely tell you with their dying breath.
Aww.
How polite.
Is there anything of worth on it? Anything I can skin?
I appreciate that it isn't even dead yet, and you're already like, okay, what do you got? Well, if I'm correct, they do actually have some stuff on them, but where do
Oh,
I
Ooh,
find that?
stuff.
I'm just gonna go start trying to shovel some of this grain out of the way.
It has a bunch of grain. That's ours now.
Well, on their left four. Listen, it's really hard to say exactly what leg is what, but one of the legs has this string of black pearls on it.
Oh, well.
It's worth like 500 gold pieces.
It's got that
Nice.
bling.
Ooh.
Does it have something to it?
Magical? No.
Okay.
Ca-
Still fun.
it's,
Still fun.
it's just pretty.
Can I do like a
Maybe-
try and recall knowledge on this to figure out what it actually was? Because I feel like I can be seeing more of these things.
Give me religion, I think,
Religion,
or nature also
This
works,
is
I guess.
my religion.
nature, because I don't have religion.
This is definitely a bit here. After everything you've seen, it's like obviously, but it seems to have some sort of enhancement / augmentation to it. Like normal
have-
behears are not resistant to fire.
Does it have poison glands?
No.
Oh.
Does it have
Also,
teeth?
unfortunately, since it's now dying, the breath weapon gland is expended by the time you can harvest it. So, whoop.
No.
So is the fish, as they say. Anyway, Monastery begins shoveling out some of the grain.
we excavate Evie.
Thank you.
Occasionally shooting a glare at Rock. Like, be careful with the poison.
By the
Yeah,
way,
we
you
can
know
kill
that
it and stuff.
noise of like hundreds of like bees in the ground, that clatter clatter. But imagine that a bit
Oh, yeah.
softer, like a rain coming down as the grain spills down the ramp.
Love that.
With some
Love
effort,
that
you manage to
voice.
excavate a good enough portion of the room that you can walk around in it. It doesn't take too much work because it's grain. It spreads around.
Hmm. Anything interesting amongst these bones?
Where did Evie go? Oh,
Come here.
it's
Come
a
here,
it's
I'm
a
looking at the
darkness we get
bones.
to explore.
Yeah.
Monastery and Evie can see just fine. Rock and Tyr are like, I can't see anything.
I'm like, wow, this is a really nice box of dark you have here. Can we see anything of interest here amongst the bones?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Is-
Let's dig through the bones.
All right, you
Are there
Is
any
a-
unsnapped wishbones?
You can roll me a
Oh.
search perception check to see if you can find an unsnapped wishbone.
Perception check. A hidden one or a general one?
Let me.
Hidden.
Ugh. Let me find my perception machine. Got 8 eyes. I can't see a single one of them. Why must I be blind? Okay.
Well, you're not. Answer not that.
There are a
That-
few
that is-
wishbones, yes.
I'm looking for magical
Snap.
stuff. Or stuff in general.
Yeah, I'm
Bobo.
examining this wall because I feel like there would have to be some kind of doorway through here.
It's the only smooth wall in the whole place. As you
Yeah.
examine it closely, you find a crack of air that splits through it. A draft of sorts.
Aha.
With a little work, although you force it, you manage to open up the passageway.
Well, I guess.
Up ahead is a long 10-foot wide hallway that climbs in a complete circle, gently
Alright.
sloping upwards from the secret door.
Guys, where did you go?
Oh,
So
Can I?
Does anyone here have a
hold-
light source for these poor mother
I
cluckers?
have dancing lights.
Yeah, you have to
I've also
sustain that
got-
every turn, so it's not the best way to go around this.
I've got a torch. I'll just carry that.
Yeah.
Just put a torch in like the back of a shirt.
I should have really swapped
I've got
dancing lights
4
for
arms,
like
I'm
normal
fine.
lights.
If you
Well, my
wanted to,
question is, where did?
Hmm?
Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm
if
blind.
you could all
Okay.
sit still for 2 seconds, I can take your character tokens and take you to deeper in the dungeon. Thank you.
I was standing still.
Monastery
wasn't.
was a polite boy who waited.
All of us were too busy raving. Hmm. This seems like a very inconspicuous and not relevant piece of wall. Let's take a look at it.
Wait, where are we going?
That was the wall we came from.
Okay.
Assumedly.
Oh,
Assumedly,
there's a
unless
wall.
Monastery lit a torch. There's a door here, yes, up ahead. Because let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-dun.
I'm loving it.
I'm just imagining grain in Evie's hair.
Through the door.
Oh my god,
Wow,
that's a
that
blinding
was
torch.
Through the door, you enter into a space filled with fog. There, as you walk through it, you do pick up on furnishings, a low stone bench. There's a staircase in the center.
Evie peeks through the door and then immediately closes it. Just, nope.
Just like, nope. I have
Nope.
seen too much. I've seen too much.
Dealing with that.
It was an accident.
Is this where we sit and wait for the meeting?
Well, if you had an appointment, maybe. I don't know if you do.
Do we-
We tried to
Can
get
we
one,
make
but
one?
the secretary wouldn't let
How?
us in.
Do you have his number? Do you have a phone?
We have a phylactery. Surely that gives us his
Speak
cell
into the
number.
Where's the dial on this thing?
Hello,
Where-
is this thing on?
Where's his email address?
Well, if you killed the lich, then he would come out the phylactery, but you'd have to kill him first. So you're gonna have to hire some adventurers to find him and kill him.
That'll
We can
take a
hire
while.
ourselves. How much are we willing to pay ourselves?
Yeah, what's our rate?
Gosh, how much
I'll
would
have,
you charge for a lich clearing?
I'll have all the money I have.
You've heard
Yeah,
of delicing. Have you heard of deliching? As you walk around in this extremely foggy room, what do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you want? What did you see up there? Evie poking at doors without my
Nothing.
permission.
Sorry if I didn't do it. This is a very nice little spiral. Is this a bench?
Yes, that's it.
Oh wait, did
Wow.
someone
Social
blow the
distancing.
horn of fog?
What did the Horn of Fog do again? Just
Uh,
summon fog?
Obscuring mist.
Hey, I don't
There's
like
a
that
wormlord.
roll.
There's a
Hey, I
wormlord
don't like
here.
that initiative.
Is he also
Hey.
in the waiting room?
Oh, yuck.
Hey, Game Master.
Yes, what's wrong?
Hey, whoa. Can I ask a quick question about that roll that just happened?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Is it,
It happened. That's what's wrong with it.
Can it not?
are we gonna acknowledge it?
I don't know. Depends on what you're gonna do. Evie decides to go up the stairs, I guess.
Sure. Just
Evie-
like to take a peek above the stair
Evie
level.
takes a peek in all the rooms.
Okay, Evie, if you're gonna go over there, then I have to teleport you elsewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with Evie
Yeah, I'll
suddenly.
move over there. as well.
Oh,
I can-
Wait,
wow.
wait, we're also at the bottom of the map.
Yes, I had to copy your token so that it doesn't like show you the whole map as you face through every wall on the way there.
Oh
Let's see
wow.
what's in these rooms. Who's gonna peek inside?
You get to peek this time. I've had enough.
Okay, I'm gonna peek. Oh no.
You suddenly hear from below, "Charge!"
Oh
and
no.
a door slams
Oh.
open.
And there's no one down there.
Oh, there are people down there because they just come running out. And you hear footsteps on the stairs, and this is the point where I gave you initiative.
We should probably get in that room. 'Cause
No, we don't want to go to that. room.
Roll me initiative, kids. It's time to fight. And your enemy, aware of
You
your
don't-
presence, has delay, so they all act at one turn.
I mean,
Ah.
realistically, fighting them on the stairs is probably a good idea because
Yeah,
stairs. are
monster,
designed
keep pushing them
in a way
down.
Yeah.
you know,
I'm
the
gonna
person
like
at the top of the
drop
stairs
stuff
has
on
advantage.
them down the stairs.
I'm gonna position myself like here.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da, Thierry, what is your turn looking like?
I mean,
Suffering.
I'm ready to stab.
technically, I
very good
just
stab.
could just like set the stairs on fire.
Oh, Evie can pour the fire downstairs.
Yeah, I could. I legit could.
Uh,
That's my plan.
I don't know how that would work. So
The old burning
Alchemist fire.
oil.
Just like roll it down because I have alchemist fire.
yeah.
So who has this fire that's apparently rolling down or being poured down?
It is
Place a
I.
block of lava on the top.
One idea.
Should I?
Yeah, but that's your turn. Tiri's turn is right now.
Okay, good.
Uh,
Go, Tiri.
I'm just going to prepare a hydraulic torrent aiming down at the stairs.
Oh no.
As I mentioned, they all seemingly coordinate with the greatest of ease, meaning their turns all happen synchronously, effectively. I'm sorry, kids. Playtime with the babies is over.
Here comes the dummy squad.
A guy charges into Tiri's back, and you watch him tumble down the stairs.
What?
So a guy
Oh.
shows up behind him and shoves him in there. That's how that works.
Oh no. Oh no.
Now, Tiri, I'll be honest. Your luck with people making you go big ouchies is honestly quite astonishing.
I don't suppose I can use a reaction to kind of.
You have no
grab
reaction
Fury
because
from falling
you
down.
haven't even gone yet. You're still like, what the hell?
Okay.
Tiri, no.
This is just a
So I'm guessing I'm
Yeah, you're not at the bottom of the stairs
okay.
in the
Oh,
fog
boy.
room. It is at that point that the three fine gentlemen here look at you. I don't know how confused you land, but they're like, oh, God damn it! I
So-
recently
so
cracked
what-
my finger,
so
so
what
I can't crack them.
So what happens to that spell?
I have no idea what would happen with that spell if you're falling down the stairs. Well, technically these guys are below you on the stairs, so I guess you fire it halfway through the process.
Yes.
But you have to roll me a flat DC 5 check to not lose the spell as you're tumbling head over heel. Well, sure, go ahead. You can hit them however you like from any space that the stair occupies. As you, like a
But
master
if I'm
acro-
falling down the stairs, I guess it's like across there.
Sure, make it
Or if
however.
Yes.
Put the template wherever you want, kid.
Yeah, I hit the two guys at the back.
Wash them back into the room they came from.
Because this is fortitude. I'm smart because everything seems to have stupid reflex.
Well, one of them has stupid reflex. The other one gets washed into the room. It just gets. Oh, one guy gets basically annihilated. The other guy is just standing firm. I just love that you washed him back into the room. Whoa. Who are you again?
Oh, there's not enough room here to go to a dinosaur.
Hey, if you believe in yourself, maybe. The other two, however, will kind of move over, channel their flurry of blows, and they just start kicking you while you're down.
Oh, yeah,
no.
You're not
on the
technically
floor.
prone during this, since Ba boop.
Oof.
Only one of those hits me.
I like that you're on the ground, and he's still. Oh, those are key bolts. Well, the attack penalties actually. Don't worry about it. You get hit once, and they. Man.
I am resistant to evil.
Well, then just don't take the evil damage, I guess. That's 2
I wish
damage.
I could.
So I take 6.
You take 6 damage. These guys are pummeling down on you, but I guess you're too roly-poly for them to hit you properly. Then this gentleman comes out,
Just
and well, you know what? This guy is probably just gonna be yelling at that guy for fucking up. God damn it! What is it?
Simon say?
Here we go. Oh, that's great. I love this one, but that'll come in later. Let's see.
ooh, Rimlord is hot.
Well, this guy just gets
I'm looking at
clonked on the head.
initiative tracker.
There is no space for the weak here, and you just hear the sickening crunch happening. In case you forgot that these guys are evil and wield evil maces, that should renew your vows. Then comes the Stormcaller herself, rolling out.
Oh, she's there.
Like storms do.
Since you're on the ground, while normally she would cast a spell, she would like to show you what a real man's weapon can do. So you use spells. I don't even need spells. Whoopsh.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoop.
no, she does not.
Her whip cracks, and a discharge of lightning and thunder resonates through your form. Her minions
Yeah,
step
you're
back for a
alive.
moment and are like, "Oh hell!" And then she conjures up. Oh no, she doesn't have shield. I guess she won't conjure up a shield. She'll just be like, "Nah, I'm
Yeah.
evil." Rocks off her. Well, that just happened.
Oh, I think right. So this probably doesn't
Can-
matter, but I have a +1 bonus to saving throws against spells and magical effects. Forgot
Handsome.
I had that.
Quick
Can I
note, by the
look
way,
at
the stairs
downstairs?
are 15 feet, so you can do it in one move action.
Can I look what's happening downstairs before
I
jump
think that the
downstairs?
crack of thunder was loud enough, as was the spell casting. Yes, you have a
Yeah.
good
Can I see
idea.
them before I go down? Can I
Yes.
see them?
Yes.
Behold.
Well, I can't.
Oh goodness. Here's a. Gosh, I think if I put a party token down, you can just use that for sight.
Thank you. Okay, I can go down there. I'm gonna go here. Why doesn't it put
Give
up
me a
up
moment.
here? I'm gonna
That's
go here.
because your token bumps into a wall.
Zoil.
I'm gonna attack this
Just-
one.
Instant transmission your way there.
Is this the end for Tiri?
I would love it. I think that's great. Don't mind the
Listen,
party
the nu-
token. Don't mind the cameraman. He's just here to help.
The number of horrible
But
circumstances.
I
Tiri
can't
is
see
going to
myself
get in.
anymore.
Oh yeah,
I don't
because
have
there's no light
myself-
source down there.
myself marked.
Excuse me. I'll just give this party token a little bit of light because your friend is up there and there's like some light in the area now. So here.
Oh,
Can you see yourself now, Rockfur?
No, I can't even tag myself now because I turned into the part token suddenly.
You rotated.
I can't tag myself. I am the party token.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
Do you mean the party token that's over here?
Yeah, I did it. I did it. It's okay. It works. It's okay.
episode
gonna,
5, IT issues.
Strike this good.
Well, he's gonna be feeling that one between the ribs.
Okay. That's not a critical. It's just damage. Damage.
That is a critical, sir.
It is a
Please say-
critical.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
damage.
These guys are good, but they're not that good.
And then I go with the dagger.
And that's not a critical. Because you rolled
And
a
I do
20.
the dagger as well.
Man. Poor guy is brought within an inch of his life from that.
Crit boy the rogue.
Monstery.
me.
There are 3 fine, smooth criminals here.
I'm gonna just tell Monster, you need you down here.
Do you not need me? I can just stay up here and fight these guys.
We do.
Okay. I'm gonna head
We'll be
downstairs.
fine.
Jerry doesn't look good.
I'm
He's
look-
having
gonna-
some problems.
Move myself and close my eyes.
I've literally
I
never
can't.
looked better.
Because the walls. Hey, boss man.
You're here.
Thank you.
Monstery.
I am, with the rest of my movement, gonna move over to here. And then gonna try my stance.
You stand
Ready.
firmly in front of her. Uh-oh.
No, I do not.
Unfortunately, Tiri's moaning in the background undermines your resolve to take this posture for today. Evie, what do you want to do?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm drunk
Join my gang. I think I would like to join my gang.
Marvelous.
cannot
We'll take
join.
you down there. Country
Part of
home,
the
take
club.
me road.
Swoosh.
You jump down the section to the stairs and run the rest. The stair, by the way, only makes one
Okay.
revolution, so I can remove this party token for now because everyone's already here.
Man, it's just one floor of stairs.
Yeah, I can't see any of you though.
There we go.
Heal. Hello?
Yeah,
We're over here.
Use the select tool and then just try to grab the whole area.
oh yeah,
like
it's
you
limiting
would
you to a certain
Vikings.
token. Like select nothing.
Select everyone,
Ah.
and you'll see. That's how it happened to me.
Aha. Okay, that's funky fresh. Well, coolio, partner. That was a lot of percent. God dang it. Let me.
Well, how we're ignoring the big bad lady.
We're ignoring the big bad lady. Okay. I think since I'm right here in this lovely, lovely position, I do an stabbing at this friend.
Crit,
That's
crit,
feeling like.
crit, crit,
I
crit.
mean, it won't take much to take him
mm,
down.
or should I, Terry? Do you want a monster drink, like real
I
quick?
think Tyri would really appreciate a monster drink right about now.
I would
Yeah.
love
Let's
zero energy.
let's get you one of them.
Which flavor are you offering?
Healing
I
delicious.
mean, we have raspberry, we have mint, we have blue, which is a Gatorade classic. But there's also like elixir of life lizard. That's this one, right? Well, yes. Tag yourself and
Or 15.
it's something.
Jerry,
It's something.
you stand up again and oi, ow, that whip. Not a licorice whip.
Well, you're in
Gotcha.
the center of the room, and a fireball would work wonderfully.
You
That was
remember the safe
everyone.
word.
That was actually my original intent before everyone else got down here.
Well, you can still fireball the people upstairs if you really wanted to.
How
Ooh,
dare we
that's a
care
smart
about a
idea.
friend?
Fireballs are always an option. Say,
Yeah,
if I drop a heal bomb, would that affect the enemies? Would that heal them too?
If you heal a large area, yes. In fact, the boss person might be showing you how that works in a bit. So
Ah, love that. Love that for us. So let's
Uh,
not do that.
big
I still
risk.
have two.
Big risk.
I still
for the
have
big
two
sack.
actions, right?
who are you targeting?
The late scary lady.
You target scary lady. Show me the good scary lady.
Oh,
Thank God.
Brrrt. However, she is
was
resistant to
horrible.
electricity to some extent. It seems the lightning does not like to touch her.
Her name is Stormcaller.
Yeah, she does live
or
up to that
something.
name, unlike most characters.
One action remaining, and I'm going to use that to. Uh, hmm. No, I will state that, and I will give up that action. That's my turn. Yes.
So the Lich is being held hostage.
Wouldn't that be something?
yeah, I believe that was the rumor we heard that they were holding onto the phylactery to kind of, you know, tame the Lich, quote unquote, as much as it can tame a sentient
To
being.
break him in.
Monastery. She begins casting a spell. You have attack of opportunity. Do you wish to intercept?
Yes.
Excellent. You intercept the casting of a 5th level 3 action heal spell. Ow. Well, on the plus side, everyone gets healed by 28.
Hey!
I mean, that's probably better for us than it is for them.
She wants her little nerds to fight with a bit more zest.
I'm at full health.
Okay, cool. Well,
Oh, I'm very glad I didn't full area heal then.
This definitely did something. This is
there are people upstairs. They're not going to be upstairs for long. Oh,
We're
no,
gonna
sure.
More
send them
people in a
downstairs.
tiny room.
Well, that appears to be the recurring theme of this game.
If only Snogo was here.
A man unafraid to blow himself up for the greater good.
I mean, I could have taken a thing to let me blow myself up without taking any damage. But I didn't because I'm stupid.
You know what?
We
You look very tasty there. Monastery. Roll me that fort save. As this fine gentleman
Alright.
walks up and wants to just have a little sip.
That's my good save.
But
Not
not
good
good.
enough.
Slurp.
don't think that's something I can shield block because there's a spell.
You need something special for that one. I can't
Use a
give him
touch
temporary hit
out.
points. How annoying. Let me see if I can find this out. Is there a temp? There's no temp HP bar. I can't just give him some random attribute. Cool. Love it. Hate it. Thanks, Foundry, for being so specific about things. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of other dudes around. They gotta start beating people up. You know, they just start intermingling and taking care of who they can. First, flurry of blows on
They don't have-
Monastery.
They don't have the flanking advantage on me. I would just like to say.
Flurry of blows on Monastery. Flurry of blows on Monastery. Flurry of blows on Monastery. Flurry of blows on Monastery.
I have 32, so I think that second one hits.
You get hit once. Out by a little bit of evil.
And I blocked that entirely. My shield block.
I don't know if shield block helps against evil, but sure.
I mean, if it's all mashed together, then
The evil flows through your shields, and it frowns at you. Oh, my pure genderbred heart. And then
Should they?
a whole bunch of punches come flying. Oh, actually, here would be the better idea for that case. A flurry of blows at Eevee.
Oh,
I think that's no hits, because, yeah, actually, that's one hit. Bam! Then, a whole bunch of strikes for our good friend Roxoffer.
Yay! One hit.
None hit. Because I think you have denied advantage, right?
Yep.
Well, they're very surprised to find that you...
Oh, my AC is 27 now.
Yep.
Oops. Yeah, none hit.
Mr. Soffer, blows coming left and right, but you dodge all of them. What now?
If I move out, they can attack me, right?
You've not seen the monks use attacks of opportunities before.
yeah, I've moved past them already, and
Okay,
they
goodbye.
didn't attack.
Wait, you
You're
can.
Why
also
is Evie
dragging
moving
me.
with me? Why is
Oops.
Evie
Oh.
moving with? Oh,
why?
What?
No, thank you. I have my own place to park.
You select multiple tokens.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Get him.
Get
There
him.
we go. He's flat-footed, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. That's a critical.
Yay! Bam.
Critical with a...
Bye.
And I'm gonna go with the dagger now.
Yeah, sure.
That one missed. That was me.
Rogues.
Do. Monastery rogues.
That's me.
Oh, wait, I have reach now.
I do not have any AoEs. Best option as it stands probably to also target the thing Rock is targeting so that we can actually take something out of the fight. And attack. Nope.
Ooh.
Battle doesn't help here.
Sanctified skeleton slammer. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, wait.
In that case, I'll just
Can-
MAP.
Can I go back? I'm so sorry. Can I go back?
Why?
On my when they were attacking me, I forgot to have sidestep. Okay, never mind.
Well, too late now.
Yeah, sorry.
Second attack. No one actually hit. Okay.
Ow, my me. My
And then
feet.
shield.
Evie. The brawl is brawling, and it looks like a whole bunch of dudes are about to jump you if you stay where you are.
Well, gasp. Let's not let them do that. I'm a corner myself. Maybe
Go up the stairs.
just like a little stepping upon the stairs, and I would also like to inflict some alchemist fire upon these red boys. It seems like they will match.
Which one are you targeting? Okay, targeting him. Throw a flask at his head from up above.
Oh, wait, what? Where did my... Oh, there.
Don't forget that you also have a button on your UI that cancels all targeting. I'll say that that's a critical hit because you're throwing it on top of his head.
Hey!
Boink.
Good for you, Evie.
Thank you.
Critical hit. That'll be
A
cool.
real hero.
That is technically an 18 because of how things work. Ow! And I think
Hey.
he's on fire now.
I want that twink obliterated.
Die, twink!
Actually, I'm
I'm just gonna look up real fast what the persistent fire damage is like. This ooh, it's a moderate too. Huck it right on top of his head. How rude. Here we go. The persistent fire damage is 4. I think it doubles. Ow! I'm burning! Woof. Tiri.
I'm
Raining
flaming.
fire.
I'm going to cast Electric Arc on these two over here.
Take this, you goobers!
Zip Zap Zooby.
Ooh.
Gosh, darn.
One of them takes half, though. And your third action?
My third action was going to hit this guy with the sword that I have. Because I have that.
Wow.
I have a sword.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
Wow. You sure taught him a lesson. Jesus, you taught him a lesson!
You cut his head off.
Taught him a lesson he's not gonna
Don't
forget.
underestimate the sorcerer with a big sword.
Well, since you like playing with lightning so much.
Oh no.
Hope. This is gonna
Oh,
backfire.
No, no, no.
Let's see, what's the sexiest way to make this happen? I think she's gonna use that quicken she has.
Oop.
So first, she's going to cast lightning bolts straight through a monastery and Tiri.
Can
5th level.
Master react to that?
Yeah, I can try.
Is this the appropriate amount of damage? Yeah, okay, it heightens it. Go ahead, monastery. React. Well, they almost disrupted it, maybe. But you still hit her for big ouchies. Ow! My me! And then, please roll me that reflex save on you and Tiri, as she shows you what real lightning can do.
Aha!
I'm going to preemptively use a hero point.
Sure. +4 on the roll.
Yeah, so it's
If
reflex.
it works, it works.
I did not need
Nice.
to do that.
Well, if you insist on being so smarmy, let's see you do it again. Because
Oh,
she used quicken, she can cast a whole extra spell on top.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it again. I'll tell you that, lady.
Tiri. No, this is for Tiri.
Okay, this
Oh,
just
just for
This
Tiri.
is not a line. This is just like, hey, Terry, you think you're gonna be a smarmy boy where I'm around? I'm the Stormcaller here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monastery,
Wait,
the
what does my
person's.
cloak give me, because it's a. I don't think that. Wait, hold up. Oh wait, no, it does take into account the cloak. Okay, my bad.
Handsome.
All right, I'm dumb.
Good news, everyone. Another spell is being cast by the local resident cleric. It's Divine Fireball.
Wow.
Ooh.
The whole room is filled with an evil fury. Boom. So, who here is not evil? Who here is good?
Neutral.
I'm definitely good. I'm a
Yeah, I'm
paladin.
good.
If you are not good, then you're fine and nothing happens to you.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
If we are good, then it's fortitude.
If you are not, then you have to roll this reflex save, as you are
I'm good because
blasted
I
with
rolled a one.
divine smiting.
It was a fortitude save. Wow, we all did terrible.
As it shows, it's the status effect that really kills you. If you fail,
Yeah.
you become sickened 1. If you critical fail, you become sickened 2, and as long as you're sickened, you're also slowed 1.
Wait,
And
so
then,
I am
Because he's an asshole, he
sickened
raises his mace and throws it on a monastery's head, making that typical clonk
Boink.
sound.
and die.
Die.
Wow, he actually hits me. Good for him.
Clonk. Oh, excuse me. Clonk. Thierry, you really know how to get a lot of statuses going on at once, do you? He's got them all, baby.
Like, leave
Gotta
some
catch
for the
'em all,
rest of
gotta
us.
Wait a
Um,
second.
Oh, dying?
Oh,
Teary.
huh. Apparently, the
But
monks are
you
not
are
evil.
you aren't neutral.
How did that happen?
I'm good because I still
Ooh.
do good things.
I'm too nice to live!
Just because he's a snake boy doesn't mean he's a nasty boy.
Good snake.
The Red Nine monks do not carry healing potions,
Good snake.
but they do want to get out of here.
I mean, you're right next to the doors.
Give me a moment. I first have to do something with Our Lady up there. Ooh, took a
Exit
critical.
that away.
I feel like this was partially. Who do I blame for? At least we didn't open the door behind us. Let's just say that.
I mean, blame the guy that kicked you down the stairs.
These two monks in their weakened states are gonna clear house before they become easy pickings and just block the door to keep you in.
I mean, okay.
How classy.
One of them takes a key rush, charging up the stairs, coming
Can
for
I
Evie.
take command of my clone?
Your whom?
My clone from downstairs.
No, I don't-
It's not how this works, Buckaroo.
Turns out they're
Do
only
I have a
fighting
healing
our
potion?
after images.
Evie
I don't
takes
have a healing potion.
Evie takes an ouchies.
Oh no, no, no.
I can
no.
feed you a poison.
This guy walks along the wall and tries to give Rock a kick in the teeth. Whoopsh.
Oh, he did.
And then he
He
comes
kicked my teeth.
around for a second blow.
And he missed. And I'm not gonna redirect that because I don't want to kill Tiri.
I redirect the blow to the corpse on the ground. Rock. The guy in front of you is at full capacity. He's like, oh.
No, no, no.
Oh, he's at full capacity. You know what? I'm gonna take my first action to use a poison. I want to see how this is gonna work. I'm gonna poison my rapier with the. Give me a second. With the vermin poison.
Show me the goods.
This one.
Yep. Weaver.
And then I'm gonna use twin feint. But I'm gonna first attack with my dagger. So my second strike is with my rapier. That makes sense.
Yes, yes. Show me the goods.
So I'm attack. Oh, he's not flat-footed. Wait.
He's flat-footed against the
He's
second
not
strike.
flat- Yeah. So the first strike is not flat-footed. Is this?
Ow!
It hits. Yay, 5. So the second attack is flat-footed. And I hope it fucking hits. No!
Whoosh.
That was my turn. I still have a poison rapier.
Monstery. Ow.
Shield up first, and
I
then
request
I'm going
medical
to,
attention.
Yeah, lay on hands, Tiri.
With your foot. Boop.
Lay on feet.
Lay on Stinky.
So I'm pretty sure that's 4th level, so 4 times 6 is 24. 24 health back. I've only got one of those, so enjoy it.
Thank you.
Now,
2 actions left.
just slap his ass cheeks. From here, attack.
The guy on the
guy.
wall. Oh, that reminds me. One of these guys actually, I think, yeah, this guy actually is dead because he burns up from that persistent fire damage. Oh fuck! Well, he's gonna feel that one.
Mm-hmm.
Bleh.
And then shit.
Evie, there's a guy up here next to you who's like, "Nya."
Hmm.
He would push you, but that would result in you falling on top of his friend.
He's associate. I would like to take this opportunity and like work down a shot. Just to
Just freshen up those cheeks a bit.
yeah, so they're ready to deliver more slappage. Who do we have here? I think I'm gonna go for this buddy, and not this buddy. The one to my right. And scroll. I mean, since the fire damage went so well, let's try another one.
You throw a fireball right in his fucking face, and apparently
Mhm.
it slathers across his eyes and visage. Roll me the damage on that.
Rolling.
Listen,
Yeah.
no one expects to get hit in the face with a fireball, with a literal ball of burning flame. So
That's why it's so effective.
it goes over his eyes, and we'll resolve that when his turn comes around. Here, you're on the ground, but you're getting really familiar with gravity at this point.
You're doing fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna. I probably can't get it. I don't think there's a chance of me succeeding the save to stop being sick and
It's. I think you just remake the fort save.
yeah. It take an action to retake the fort save, and I only have a +11.
Yeah. Well, you still have 2 actions, so hey, spend those as you want.
Yeah.
I think right now everyone is distracted by something else.
Everyone's got their own shit they're dealing with.
So I'm going to get up. for a
Daring.
start. Yeah. And then have a healthy toss at the the big lady.
Not me. That's rude. Roll me the attack. Well, apparently she didn't
Shield.
see that one coming. He would get up so quickly and immediately begin hurling at her. Damn, that's a hurl. She is not resistant to fire. Nope. She can take electricity. She can take sonic, lightning stuff. But fire, slathered in fire.
Usually the fires come after the storm.
This fine gentleman gets to roll me some, let's say, acrobatics as he just falls backwards on the stairs. His eyes covered in burning goo. He takes 4 damage from that, by the way. Blinded as he is, he manages to keep himself standing, and then he just starts throwing punches at Evie again at machine gun speed, each of which, of course, is subject to the fun part. Oh, wow, he just misses anyway. He doesn't even have to roll for concealment because he doesn't do anything.
Love
Dummy.
that for us.
Evie, he throws a barrage of kicks, punches, and flurries at you, but you somehow manage to avoid all of them, despite the fact that his face is probably going to be very gnarly by the end of this. This
It's
necromancer.
plastic surgery. I do
This
it for
necromancer is
bonus.
angry because he wanted to conjure Tyriopus as a skeleton man. How dare you interrupt his business? You naughty boy. He'll throw up a shield first. Because he knows what you're doing, Monastery. He knows what you're up to.
Winky face.
What's the fun spell to cast here? Dun, dun, dun. You know what?
As long as it's not dominate, we're good.
He's going to cast Crisis of Faith upon you, Monastery. How about you start doubting Serenray's protection? Look at how your friends are suffering. Look at how all things are going poorly. Nah.
Okay. I don't crit fail at least.
You take full damage. And you can't cast divine spells technically. Wait. Your focus spells count as divine, don't they?
I think so.
In that case, you are stupefied. I don't think it matters much, but for a moment, for just a moment, your faith in Serenray is shaken so much that it interferes with your magical abilities.
I mean, I've already used my focus points, so
This guy, knowing what you're capable of, comes charging at you. His intent to push you back, to push you away from the lady who's casting spells here. Huh! Bam! You slam into Rock. He comes after you
Hey, watch it.
and then tries to deliver a karate chop.
that hits because I'm sickened.
Karate chop.
Shield.
Necromancer has done his spellcasting for the turn. He has his shield up. He laughs as the shimmering field protects him. My god defends me. And what does yours do but let you die?
Oh, I'm sorry hitting you in the face.
I think Stormcaller should do something that's just mean, something fun. You know what? You know what the fun answer would be? Casting haste on the cleric would be a fun one. It's just like, nah, I'm mean. So he is now currently quickened 1, but he can only strike or stride, and you see him like go with that mace of his, like, oh, I'm gonna give it to you. Oh, and then she casts. She's gonna use one of her lower level slots for this. A 1-action heal upon herself. Just to spruce up those cheeks.
Use those actions.
Use those slats. I think Soffer hasn't been ambushed yet by a whole bunch of fists. Flurry of blows, baby.
Yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, 2 hit.
Handsome. They're fists of evil. Don't do the evil damage to you because you're not good. So you take 6 less damage overall. Only 20.
Also reduce that by 10.
And then you can hit him.
That.
Yep.
How much damage do I take then?
20. 10. Actually. Exactly 10. Ooh. Poor guy.
Cut it out.
But I'm trying to kill you. Rock, it's your turn now.
Can I move through this guy?
Where do you want to move?
Can I go here so I'm flanking?
Yeah, you can definitely just stride around him through Tiri.
Yeah, you've got enough space to just go the long way.
Okay, then I'm doing a flat-footed target. I'm hitting him 2 times. The first attack is poisoned with Vermin Poison. Let's do this.
Wasn't the Wyvern poison on the dagger?
No, it wasn't the rapier. I was hitting with the dagger
Fair enough.
first. So I don't hit
Roll
with
me
the
that
rapier.
crit damage.
First is critical damage. Then it's I forgot again. How much is the Vermin Poison? It's 66.
Oh, I have to see the poison. Okay, let me just pull it up because I need the information as to what the DC is, and then I think the way it works, he takes 1 worse result if you crit hit him. At least that's the way I like to roll with it because that's how they handle. That's how they handle it in spells. If you crit hit, you double it up. Okay, so he rolls his fort. He critic fails it. So he goes to stage 3, and that does 86 damage. Can you please roll me 86 poison? As the Wyvern poison probably like gets him right in the spleen or something. Oh, that's exactly what you needed to kill him.
Dead.
Yeah, I guess whatever his spleen did was very important to him staying conscious and alive. As he suddenly just spews up liquefied organ.
And then I'm gonna move again. This is gonna be dumb. It's gonna be so fucking dumb, but I'm moving here. I know what I'm doing.
Monastery. You have flanking, thanks to your friend.
Money.
Monastery, you're alive?
Money, you good?
It's all about the dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. It's all about the whizzy, whizzy, whizzy.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Food got here. I needed to go pick it up.
I thought
Food!
Discord fucked up.
What happened?
Foods.
It's your turn.
Your turn. You have
Okay.
flanking.
A man just died.
Yeah. A man died?
He barfed up a liquefied spleen from poison.
How mean. Well, I'm gonna... I mean, I want to bonk the other guy, but this guy's flanked. So,
We're gonna get to that guy.
good, solid bonking.
That ought to discourage him from further assault.
And then bonk 2, the squeakquel.
I demand that all sequels be squeakquels.
And then I'll put my shield up for the last bit.
Evie, what do you do? There's a blind man trying to fight you.
I do a violence. Let's introduce the blind man. The more violent.
Oof. Oh no.
Like he's trying to attack me and I'm telling him to cut it out.
No, the puns! The puns!
Winky
You
face.
have to admit, I have a
Wait.
point.
I hate it.
Can we
And-
call you Rapunzel now?
Just roll me the
Sure.
critical damage, please.
I'm rolling it.
Rapunzel.
All right, you have 2 more actions left.
I think I'm. Can I stab him again?
Yeah, if you want to.
That's one of the like minus somethings right underneath the
It's
stuff.
Yes,
the
you have to
first
take-
minus
yeah.
one.
Which minus?
Minus,
The first
minus
one.
5.
The one-
Minus 4
Yeah.
because it's a dagger.
Oh yeah, because of the dagger.
MAP minus 4 is the one.
Is that misfortune? Oh no.
No, no,
luck.
no. Misfortune and fortune refers to whatever or not you roll twice. Okay, well you hit him
Yeah,
again.
There's a minus. Okay, good. Well, let's
One more
Stab you.
action.
one more action, and I'm gonna throw another shot. Just to beef up.
This time hit the one minus 8.
Yeah.
It's the third option.
Does. No, like
All right, you're just
Drinking.
gonna sip.
this kind of shot.
Shots, shots, shots,
Sure.
shots.
Does
Bloop.
anybody else want some shots?
Terry, you have 2 actions. You can spend them however you like.
Monastery, how long do you think you can like hold out for?
As long as I can. Was probably planning on chugging a healing potion next turn.
No need. I'm giving you some heals.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I'm being nice. So that's 24 plus 13.
So that's 37. Should be 280.
She yells, "You know where you are. You are on the lair of a lich, and I will bring your attention to him." And she begins doing
Yeah.
some abracadabra, abracazoo stuff.
I mean, that's kind of why we're here, but
We are
We
here
want
to talk to the lich.
we
Which is
want
to say
Yeah.
that she does something very fancy. Like she's a fancy prestige class, you know, from the olden days. Back when you got
Oh,
weird
you mean-
abilities like whatever the fuck this is.
electricity.
She uses it on Tiri, you've already had your punishment, you've already been down. But Rock, you look like you've been nothing but trouble lately. So I rolled that. There we go. Rock, roll me that for DC 25 reflex save, or take 42 damage. Take half. Actually, none. You have evasion.
Bye.
A loud
performance-
loud thunderclap slaps you around, but you are fine. Either way.
Your performance was not that interesting. Thank you. I'm not shocked.
Dun 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 dun. This is the part where Monastery gets hit 4 times by a cleric.
Oh boy,
Bonk, 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 bonk.
none of those hit.
Your shield thunders with the impact of a mace going king, king, king like a loud gong. The guy next to you is still alive.
Somehow.
For now.
You know what?
It's surrounded.
He's gonna make the same tactical decision and whoops his way over here. And tries to karate chop the local resident dingy. Oh wait, excuse me. That one
Ooh.
doesn't apply.
You're still 2 hits, so I'm probably dead.
I mean,
Hey,
Yeah.
you've been so
Fucking-
lucky before. You're now wounded 2 if you ever get up.
reduced that by 10. So,
You are dying 2.
No, if it's reduced by 10,
Then you're fine.
And of course, I'm resistant to evil damage.
So evil damage is 5 and 3, which are
5
reduced
and
by 3
3.
each. So you only take
Yeah.
2. So take 6 less damage. They take 10 less damage. So yes, I think you're dead.
16 less.
Yeah.
yeah, so you only take 13.
13.
Well, that's not very fair. Also not very fair is this guy who's swinging at Evie.
Yes?
Okay, he gets to roll me against total concealment
Monastery
twice.
didn't hit the monk. Oh wait, no,
Because
you're not
he's
in
too
reach.
far away. Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh yeah. That's a shame.
Evie, he does get a
What
cheap
am I-
shot in.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that. A man can be blind, but he's still got those senses. This guy's taking his move. Lady's taking her turn. Rock, it's your turn.
My turn.
The entire dungeon rumbles as if an evil presence has been made aware of the fact that he has to get off his comfy chair.
Fuck yes.
The CEO is
Fuck
away.
yes, evil presence. Does this lady seem like the type of woman that is bothered by negative damage.
So far, the only resistance she's shown is electricity.
Okay, I'm gonna
So,
poison. I'm gonna poison my rapier with the shadow essence.
what a
And
dastardly move.
I shouldn't
Also,
have pressed that.
okay, let me see about Shadow Essence, because I do need... Do you have anything that lets you reduce the amount of actions it takes? Because it takes 2 actions to poison something.
I have poison weapon. It's one action.
Okay, okay. Then it's 1 action. I quickly slather on some sexy stuff. What happens next?
And then I do the stabbies on her.
Not the stabbies. She doesn't want to be enfeebled. She makes all those
I'm
melee
gonna-
attacks.
For my
But they're
other
wet.
2 actions, I'm gonna do twin feint. So the first one will be with the rapier, which is poisoned. That's not flat-footed.
But still a hit.
So she's hit with the shadow essence.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so she immediately is at stage 2, which is 3d6. Okay, I'm just gonna type this out.
And feeble-minded.
3d6.
And that's damage.
19 and then 9, and she's enfeebled 1.
And this is my second attack, which is with the flat-footed. Which misses.
Be careful that she doesn't clock you for that one. That grave mistake. Monastery.
Hooray, I'm here.
You
I
saved
exist.
your friend twice.
Yeah. I do that sometimes. Probably. Just thinking where would a good position for me to be would be.
Oh my.
I think I'm gonna start trying to attack the mages. I'm gonna take no, I'm not gonna take a step. I'm just gonna target this guy and start beating the stuffing out of him.
What does enfeebled do?
He is not a plush toy. Enfeebled reduces melee strength-based stuff, so damage and attack rolls usually. Ow.
And yeah, second one might as well. Nope.
Well, not
No,
like
no,
that. Evie.
Hello.
Stare-based
Hello.
combat.
I would like to take my blind friend and rot his face off if possible.
Sure.
Like, just complete the.
Transformation.
Oh no, it's Two-Face. Or is this one face? Because I think his whole face is affected evenly. Okay, that's great. And 2 extra splash. I don't know why it keeps omitting splash, but whatever. Yeah, he's also now poisoned. Also, keep forgetting he's also affected by fire, burning his eyes out. So
Evie, are you trying to create Daredevil? He's a monk that's also blinded, and he's red.
I'm actually. I mean, actually, I'm trying to design a corpse, but sure, Daredevil could be.
you've 1 action left. What do you want to do with it?
1 action left, I think. Thierry, would you like a Coca-Cola Zero?
Sure.
A Peepsy.
A boopus.
Get you on fucking elixir.
Thank you.
Dun, dun,
Fork, fork.
dun, dun, dun.
Slurping that shit.
I like playing a support character because I get to make everybody hydrate, and that's fulfilling.
Yeah, I still have the most health. I'm okay with that.
By the way, who is the phylactery on that person?
It's in the bag of holding, so it's a monastery.
Yeah, I think I've got it.
Monastery.
He's the
hi.
most
No, no.
reliable. No?
A man comes from the wall. She points at Monastery and says, "He's an intruder."
Excuse me, she.
Monastery,
Correct the bad guy.
you feel the
Uh-oh.
ice of the grave go through your body as
Not a
his
crit.
hand lands on your shoulder.
Fortitude save.
DC 34. Oof.
You are completely stiffened in place, but after a moment, something about his visage changes.
Came to negotiate.
Tiri!
I just realized I'm gonna cast restoration on myself with my staff.
Abracadabra, abracazoo, I'm feeling fine. Now so are you. What is it? Show me restoration.
Rest.
Boink yourself.
How do I drag it to the?
You click on the stuff.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the staff. Whatever.
On the
Oh,
die. The die, we hover over
Click
the
it so we
icon.
can see it.
No, it's like a.
We can see the add-ons on it when you click on the stuff as
Like
well.
this.
That like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's
second level.
see. Reduce the value of clumsy, enfeebled, or stupefied. It can also reduce toxins.
Wait, what was
Don't
it?
touch my enemies with that.
Sickened, that's what it was. Oh, sickened.
Why isn't sickened on there? Is a great question, actually.
Yeah, what?
I'll let
Why
you
wouldn't it
reduce.
be
I'll let
able
you
to-
counteract sickened, so you can make it a spell attack roll against your that DC.
Oh, it's a spell attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's a counteract check. I'll say that you can use restoration for that to gain your to heal up that tummy.
Okay, it's a spell attack roll.
Yes. So you get to roll with your fanciest magic roll. Unfortunately,
I'm
her
gonna use a hero
spells.
point to reroll that.
You need to hit DC at 28, and then it'll go away.
Yeah.
12 or better.
Show me the beans.
There we
Nice.
go.
Those are some beans.
Sure, you get that action back right away.
That's what she said.
Wait, so I have 2 actions left now.
Sure.
Okay.
You're invitalized by how much better you feel.
Do you have good reflex, don't you, Rock?
Yes, I do. Just throw
Okay,
that
Crushing
fireball at
Wave.
Sploosh. Not
Just
only does
like-
Rock have amazing reflexes, he also has evasion, so.
There we go.
Crit success! Didn't even need evasion, baby!
Let's see.
30-30.
30-30 vision.
They get splooshed. My sploosh! Spellcaster does look kind of flimsy at this point, though. Like, blech.
Also, she's feeble-minded. If that does anything.
Enfeeble doesn't affect. No, that's
Enfeeble.
drained is for fort saves, and clumsy is for reflex. The lady is like, ow. Ugh. How much is cool? She's just gonna reach into her back pocket, pull out a little bottle of goo,
No,
and,
no goo on me.
and she's going to give herself the old healing potion.
Shoot your goo, my
Ooh.
dude.
Oh wait, wrong direction.
She's really good at this, huh?
I accidentally took away 30 hit points instead of giving her 30 hit points.
I mean, we're fine with
She has the big sip, and then whoopsh at you.
Miss. Oh, you're hitting your cleric friend. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Seeing that the lich has arrived, the monk does this cool sick flip over Tiri. Like he grabs him by the shoulders, jumps on over. Mechanically, nothing is different, but he goes right for Monastery, the paralyzed man, the caramelized man.
DM.
Yes, what's wrong?
I used sidestep on that Stormcaller attack. That was a critical fail. I
Sure.
would like her to hit the dude next to her.
Oh, you actually get to do that. Oh, that's just lovely. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Rerolls the attack roll, which is fair enough. It's a crit failure, so it wouldn't be very useful if it did. He has AC, I think, 26, so right in the ear.
Zip zap.
There we
Careful swinging a whip around in an enclosed space.
go. Exactly.
Anyway, Mr. Flat-footed, you're flat-footed. You know that?
Who's flat-footed?
I forget that
Pretty
it's
sure.
one of them hits.
Yeah, because I can't raise my shield if I'm paralyzed.
And only because of that.
Yeah.
Now the thumping of the gong goes against your shirt. Your Of course, there's also the cleric who is really anxious to finish the job, but he still hates it. So he's like, I will show you death. Or he doesn't. I guess he just hits you once. Poor guy. Upstairs is this gentleman. He has to roll me acrobatics again because he's just got a blight bomb and he ain't feeling so hot and he's just like, ow, my knee. This hurts.
He's on the stairs.
He rolls down the stairs the rest of the way, and I'm just going to say these out of it. as he plummets down the rest of the stairs, hitting his head, and is unconscious for a time being, if not dead. There.
Finally.
Stormcaller took a turn, Cleric took his turn, Monk took his turn. Cool. Rock, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same turn again. I'm
Sure.
gonna poison my thing with the hunting spider weapon that gives them flat-footed. Yes, I'm using the hunting spider venom. This one.
Sexy.
So now, this time I was smart. And I'm gonna do again the thing with the second attack being flat-footed. So the first attack is the poison attack, is the normal attack without the flat-footed. And it missed. Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah, attack with the second attack with the dagger just to. And I miss again. That was it.
You could have used that flat-footed and that clumsy. Monastery is paralyzed, and then he isn't. Evie. You have a tactical overview of the situation on your staircase.
Yeah.
Awesome to be struck
I would
by
like-
you. Wanna make you move because you're standing
My
still.
fire lobbers think you've learned.
I think somebody should speak with Lich about the phylactery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
range
I
of-
wanted to, but
I'll do it.
paralyzed.
I'll do it. I'm still
Yeah,
out of juice
I did-
anyway, so
Y'all gonna talk to it now, or can I inflict violence?
It's your turn. What do you want to do with it?
Well, I would like to inflict some violence, and this is 10 feet within my fire lobber situation, so let's yeet some blight bomb.
Bomb.
A bit of a bomb. Bon voyage. Well,
Bombastic.
I have the friend. And that did that land? I think.
Yeah.
What are you targeting? Because you're targeting like multiple people at this point.
Huh?
You're still
Oh.
targeting the old Bahir.
Oh.
There's a little X on your UI on the top left. You can use to clear all targets and selections. But I guess you're hitting for the guy. Okay, cool. He takes
Yeah.
11 ouchies. Ouchies. The Ghost Lord, having no reason to assume that any of you guys have anything that he wants, or that you are even good guys to negotiate with, is going to end this combat by killing everyone. Since no one bothered to tell him why you're here.
I said I was
That's
going to.
rude.
You didn't, though. Nobody said anything to him. Monastery was like, hey, maybe someone should sell him.
I thought I had to wait till my turn.
Your turn had come and gone, no?
That was true. Yeah.
Fair.
So your turn came and gone after Minister Monastery was paralyzed. I don't know what the deal is here, my good sir.
Oof, at least it's not a crit.
If we survive this, like the next person, speak up.
Actually, who's hit? I don't know why am I wrong.
Everyone in your team on the player party side is hit because he just electrocutes everyone.
Okay.
Oh.
Tiri, I think, is
Failed.
dead.
Yeah.
He is wounded.
Oh,
2 means he starts at dying 3, but it's a critical hit, so he goes straight to dying 4.
That means
Oh
I'm dead.
no.
Getting electrocuted to death 4 times would kill you, yes.
Okay.
yike! The taser
Doesn't that
lord
actually
where
usually
am I,
bring you
like?
back to life?
If you're already dead, sometimes yes, but not if you're not dead. Then it's a reversal. It's like an Uno reverse card. It undoes it, but you have to be dead first. Marvelous.
So I took
Think
full
we
damage, right?
All. Except Rock, we all take crit damage.
So that's double.
I'm down.
Wait, yeah, dead.
Oh my god. Why is everyone dying now?
Because you
Because
didn't
the
bother
Ghost
to
Lord-
tell the person who is obviously the big evil boss here who doesn't want to be here that he should be happy that you're here instead of very angry that you're here.
Okay, I'll talk to him. Just let me get to my
Actually-
turn.
Actually,
Fun when you're physically incapable of doing something, and everyone else beefs it.
beefs it. This monk actually just throws himself down on a chair first because he has had enough fighting for now. The necromancer is still very energized and still really wants to kick Rock's ass.
Rock,
Please,
talk.
miss.
Whereas Wormlord Uwe walks over and starts having a little chit chat about the deal they have, and Mister, and maybe incinerate that one. Give him the old spicy finger. He hit me. He made me hit someone else. Give him the spicy finger, which
Made me
which
hit
which
someone.
which is what some people like to call disintegrate, the spicy finger, or the finger of death. I guess you could call that the spicy finger too.
The spicy keychain.
I can't
Yeah,
believe you
have
gave
a
me the old
pointer.
spicy keychain. Okay, Rock. If you can survive this onslaught, ooh,
Oof.
this man has a lucky day. That is 1, 2, 3, critical.
I'm dead.
And so the pummeling
Uh,
commences.
Can you remove the evil from all of that?
Oh yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. First evil is 1, so that's 1 less damage, then 4 less damage, then 3 less damage, then 8 less damage.
And altogether, that's how much damage?
I don't know. It's big numbers.
I mean, enough to
No.
kill you.
If it's under 42, I'm good.
Well, it's like 60.
Yeah.
We're all
I'm
down.
There's one thing that I want you all to remember. Evie does have one thing. Wink, wink.
What do I have?
Throw a bomb that's area heal.
No, technically Evie is currently on the
Ah.
ground, but there's something you can do when you're on the ground and you don't want to be there anymore.
Roll it.
No.
Did I enough? No? Help! The brain cell is not working, bud.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I think you guys deserve to figure this one out on your own.
You probably have a feat of some kind.
It's not a feat.
Is it not?
You know, I give you one every session, and you don't use them
A
all.
hero
Zero
point?
points.
Hero points. Oh my Jesus. Okay, yes.
Oh my Jesus, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Evie-
So is it
You have 1 hit point and you're lying on the stairs in an awkward fashion, but you can talk.
hello? Please cease. We are here on a delivery. We got the phylactery, god dang.
We got your pizza.
His cold dead eyes stare at you and burrow into your soul. You better say what he wants to hear in the next sentence.
You can have the phylactery.
Oh, he doesn't need that, sweetheart. That's not something that he cares one flying fuck about. What you if he
Okay,
let you
fair
have it or not. He wants to know where it is.
Oh,
It's in the monasteries.
I've got it.
Should we tell him that, or I mean,
It's
he
that
can
or
just maul
die.
us.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
that
he
or
can
die.
maul us and just
mean, I'm
he can
already
maul
dead,
us
so
and
yeah.
then look through the remnants. So
Yeah, I'm already dead.
Evie,
Then I like
Walk over and grab it.
Evie,
point to the money.
I
I divulged the information.
you could totally just jump down there and take the phylactery out yourself if you wanted to.
Oh well,
You have hands. Did you
Sure.
know that?
4 of them. Can you believe?
You have more hands than on average.
Most people have more hands than average, to be
As
honest.
you produce the
Well-
chain for him to see,
It's your shit. Stop
it is his shit.
hitting.
It is his shit.
Stop
No.
hitting.
And he looks at her.
She has no power over you, save us.
He grabs the chain from your hand, and it is like a concrete block of ice squeezes your fingers as he just drags it out.
Ow. He's rude.
So, I like how this says in the area, but he essentially says to her in a voice that echoes across time itself that the deal is off. And
No shit.
and she just wants to know what? I think this is a fort save. I
Oh.
love that this spell has not been properly imported at all. Exsanguination. It's a fort save, and it's a 30-foot cone. Luckily, we'll just say that he plays ball and doesn't try to hit rock in the back. Okay, fort save on you, lady. That's not your good save. That's not your good save. You watch as he is frightened of him because she knows what he did. He just zapped the whole team. And as the hand goes on his face, that killed her in one blow from pretty high up. And this is where combat ends because the necromancer's going to oh, I'm out of here. Let's just leave it at that for this session, and we'll see next time how things wrap up. How this all, what
Yeah.
happens in the meantime, because it's going to be a little bit of time later when Monastery and the rest wake up. And I see that Rock is collecting all the status effects.
I mean, I'm permanently dead,
Accidental.
so yeah.
You're here with a lich. Maybe you can like put a little Frankenstein bolt in your neck and fix you.
Well, undead.
Yeah,
That's
I
not going to
think-
go well with Monastery.
I think I'm gonna have to object to that.
Goes the lich.
And I continue waggling my finger at him.
Oh,
Anyway,
There
Next-
we go.
next time, the party may or may not be dead, or they may or may not be alive. It turns out this is specifically a druidic lich.
Oh.
So dogs only.
No.
Only dogs.
So I'm gonna survive.
Yes.
Never
So it's
survive.
like the furry.
For as long as you know how to love, you're going to
In
stay
fact,
alive.
if you really wanted to, you could probably arrange for a resurrection, because I think he could cast that. Probably. Or you could
mean,
get
it's like-
reincarnate and be something else. Or you could just be dead because your friends piss him off.
You could be a dog.
I do reincarnations, but dogs only.
Only. There's a big sign out in front of his thing. It's only dogs.
yeah, resurrect's
God,
only a
imagine
5th
getting-
level ritual.
Imagine
getting
us
bit
just
by a-
getting, yeah, imagine getting resurrected into a pack of dogs and just genre shifting into one of those like early
It's Paw Patrol
2000s,
now.
you know, pet adventure movies.
It's Paw Patrol now.
You know, the,
Paw Patrol, but
So-
with less cult propaganda.
So
Honey, I turned the kids into the dog.
So fun fact, if you really wanted to, I think you could actually just go like, hey, we just want like if you could just give it like a reincarnate ritual scroll, we'll be out of here. And I think one of you can probably cast reincarnate if you really want it. Because I
Why are you
think
pointing at me?
I hope one of you is expert at nature, because that's what you need to cast it.
I was, but I'm dead.
Yay!
love that.
I
Could
think
you like give us
Evie
a
is-
heal? I mean, I'm trained in nature.
You need expert.
Oh.
You need to understand a little bit more than just the
Yeah.
basics to bring a fucking
Yeah.
man back to life.
Yeah, I'm just trained.
I know how to
alas.
wing it. That helps.
If you want to resurrect him as a
Probably
as a box, maybe.
Well, no, resurrection is a religion.
No, reincarnate is what we're talking about. Resurrection is something else. I don't think you guys can cast resurrection safely, quote unquote.
So
Yeah, the-
Wait,
Reincarnate-
what if he
oh, yeah,
gets
reincarnate
reincarnated
is
as
the
one of the
nature
races
expert.
that doesn't exist anymore?
Or would you like to be resurrected into yourself, but as a walking corpse?
Again,
Again,
monastery has some
monastery.
objections.
Waggle
Monty's
waggle.
allergies.
I just
Monty's like 8 eyes are just twitching.
Oh, all of our eyes are twitching right now.
Anyway, kids, I'll leave it up to our buckaroo here what he decides is going to happen in the meantime, because that is ultimately his decision.
Is to be true.
If he comes back, he might have a bum leg, but honestly, that's honestly quite impressive considering that he got electrocuted about 4 times.
His face has a permanent.
It
Face
gets those
position.
cool lightning scars that glow a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh, lightning scars
Wow.
are fun.
If you want to gain resistance to electricity, you just got to get electrocuted several times and then die from it, and then get brought back to life by an angry man.
Build
It's-
up resistance. Get
Hey, if
shocked
it
a lot
works,
of
it
little
works.
times.
Yeah, but I'll leave it up to
Okay.
you, Tiri, how you want your character to kick the bucket or not. But for now, I think that this very tired-looking lich is just glad that he doesn't have to loan his ghosts out anymore.
Love that for him.
They're my,
We saved
my
the
go-
glitch.
they're my ghost kitties. I don't want them to fight in a stupid war. Wah.
Yeah. Like, this one is a collector's item.
I'm not kidding, by
Well,
the way. He
thank
he actually has like ghost cats. If you were here later at night, you would have seen them all swirling around the place like in a giant storm. But,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's so cute.
you know, like yeah,
Yeah. But spooky.
Mignon.
filet mignon.
Well, thank you for another wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I do have to eat at this point.
See you later.
Yeah.
See
My
you
food got
soon,
here a while
Bets.
ago. It's probably cold.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba,
soon, buds.
ba-da-pop.